so that it doesn't come up. Oh God, conservative nerd is like blew up the comment section. All right, so we're live. We're live, guys. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Um, this is another one of our He-Man Woman Haters live chat comic book hangout. We got a couple things we're going to talk about. A couple of the topics we got here. Let me get this pulled up here. One of them is going to be the alt hero drama. We're going to talk about DC Universe by Mike Mignola. We're going to talk about the Stan Lee crap, and we're going to do our Love, Marry, Kill, and we're going to talk about this new TV show that I love called Nightfall. And but yeah, so hey everybody, how's it going? Everybody else here with me, say hi.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
We've got Nerdy, we've got Nostalgia, we've got DMI, and we got the Subterranean Otaku.
You got to mute their phone.
Yeah, my phone does not mute because I have to know when people are talking to me. I'm very important. It's very important.
This guy. Get out of here.
So, anyway, I see Florence is in here. I see Jose's in here. I see Conservative Nerd. I see March. Yeah. Hey, everybody. How's it going? So, to start this off, just you're cutting out on me a little bit, Nerd.
Sorry, Dark Philly is here.
I need you to work on that.
Is that better?
No, it's not. It's terrible.
It's terrible. You're killing the stream. That's it. You are cut off.
Sorry.
Just kidding. But see if you got anything running like on your phone, or your computer that could be slowing it down a little bit.
I have the live chat open. That could be it.
Close it out. Close it out. That way, you may not be able to see the comments, but at least you won't be like sounding like a robot.
Weird, because that didn't happen before.
Let's see. Donna's here. Hey, Donna.
Hey, Don. How's it going?
Man of Action is upset. They may have not had his brand of soy milk at the grocery store. He says he is so ticked right now he could spit blood.
Yeah.
He's upset. He's fit to be tied. That's what they say.
1% up in the system.
I'll probably do the live chat on my phone.
Whose man is this? Whose man? Man of Action's talking about Stan Lee. Leave Stan alone. Okay, I hear you.
We'll leave Stan alone.
Leave Stan alone. Leave him alone. Oh, man. So to get things started, we're going to talk about what do you guys think about this Vox Day alt hero stuff going on with EVS and DNC? What's y'all's thoughts?
I don't know anything. I know things about them and their interaction and stuff, but I don't understand the deal. I think the whole problem is we don't want all these extreme politics in our comic books, whether it's alt left or alt right. So I don't want your weird politics in comic books. Well, mainstream. If you want to do your own indie book, go for it. I don't care. But I don't want them in, my Green Lantern and my Spider-Man,
Yeah. I could see that. Okay.
Well, that's the thing, with this whole Vox thing, with them creating this alt hero, and to me, I really don't, I don't see myself buying alt hero to begin with. It doesn't seem like something I would actually purchase to begin with.
I can't believe it.
But to be honest, if you want to do a comic, do a comic. But that's the thing we've been preaching about against SJWs is all this, politics, thrown onto these comic books. And I'm not a really big fan of it, just make heroes be heroes. If you want to put politics on it, make it a story worthwhile. You know, a really good one right now is Man White Knight. You know, he's got politics in it, but the politics is a part of the plot. It's not the whole book itself. You know what I'm saying?
And he does very good. I noticed in White Knight, like I liked the first one, but in the second one, I was coming at him pretty hard because don't sell me something and then bait and switch me. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be pissed. That's like selling me a car that's got something wrong with it and you didn't tell me.
Exactly.
So whenever it got around to issue 2 and they started doing SJW stuff, I was like, whoa, hold on now. But he does it in a way that's very well done because what he'll do is I think it was like the 4th or 5th issue that I just read, but it's 4th one.
Yeah.
What he did was he put both sides and just didn't take a side. He put both sides of the news people talking and just laid it out there and didn't make either one of them look stupid. He just put the conversations out there and then ended it.
Yeah.
Without really picking a side. So I thought that was pretty good. And then he had to mess it up by showing me Joker's naked hairy butt. But other than that, it was pretty good.
Harley proposed to Joker.
Well, technically, he had already proposed to her, and she re-proposed to him.
That's right.
He was feeling the doubts, of does he need to do this, and she was like, reconfirming their affection for one another. So I'll give him a pass on that.
And then Mr. Freeze, a Nazi, was shaking hands with the Waynes.
Yeah, and see, everybody really ticked me off because I didn't know anything about that. And
I sent that to you, I think.
Okay. Well, the way they made it seem like when they were talking about it they said, "Oh, they're Nazis." I was like,
yeah, I was joking with you.
I thought you were being serious. Like I was getting ready to go to Sean Gordon Murphy's house and like burn down his car collection and like fly away in his Datsun whatever something and, like blow through the door and take out.
Hunt you down underground.
But it was okay though because it wasn't even Mr. Freeze. It was Mr. Freeze like great granddad that was
right.
Nazi. So he was doing it to clear his name. He had some kind of agreement with the Waynes so that way they'd clear his name. So that's okay.
Huh.
But yeah, so the Vox Day thing. I think in the back of my mind when all this is going on, I'm thinking this is some brilliant marketing. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to do this all of a sudden and you're going to make it seem like EVS and DNC's coming after you. Your boy Zach's coming for blood. And I just think that, I don't know, but it seems like they're almost playing some kind of part. Now, I don't know if it's real deal, genuine, or if they're making it up, or if Vox Day is just trying to goad them into promoting his book by accident, by trying to shut it down. They're actually promoting it because they're going to make people pick sides, which is always silly. But there's a lot of people out there that use negative marketing, and they do that. And a lot of times it backfires, like sometimes people do that and they'll lose their company. But at the same time, you have all these actresses coming out with all these nude photos and stuff. Do you think that was an accident? No. These people put those photos out there, leaked them to some kind of source, and then made it seem like, and then you'll watch and their stock will go up.
They do this like the negative publicity thing. Sometimes it backfires like the other way. Like, wasn't it like Ivanka Trump, her clothing line was getting pulled from a store, and then all of a sudden she had orders that were like astronomical. Like, so
yeah,
it was
I
like,
heard about that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, sometimes any kind of press will get you money either way.
Exactly.
Yep. My take.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. My take on it. Oh, just make sure. Do I sound better?
Yeah, you sound a lot better. You sound like a human.
Okay, I didn't. I guess 6 gigs of RAM isn't very much.
Go ahead, Dirty.
All right. Well, my take on it is like, I like Weaponized Nerd Rage's video on it, like how he said that they're just being actually W-ish, like they're just having it there, but not really meaning it. Like they don't and they're just probably just using it as a marketing ploy, trying to get like the other excited. My guess is that they are probably going to get a few people who are on the far or on the extreme right, but that's probably it. And probably also sells from comic book reviewers who want to roast it, like how they would do like with America Chavez, do the same exact thing. Just see it if it's bad, if it is, roast it, and just move on. That's probably only going to be with issue 1. Once that's gone, the sales are probably going to drop.
I think it's going to do the same thing that Patriotica did. Raise your hand if you're a big Patriotica fan. Exactly. It's going to be the same thing that happened with that. They're going to play it up really big. Everybody's going to buy the first issue. They're going to say it's the bestest thing they've ever read in their life, and then nobody will get issue 2. Is what's going to happen, because I did my video on Patriotica. I said, somebody said, who's Patriotica? Exactly. You spell it with a K, not with a C. If you put Patriotica with a C in Google, you will be, you shall see some stuff you don't want to see. But so anyway, I did a review of Patriotica issue 1. Hey, Comic Kitty, how's it going? And people didn't like it. I said, hey, it's a little bit of a mess. The art's pretty good, but other than that, I don't know what's going on. Like, they don't explain anything to you. It's very fast moving. Had pretty good fight scenes in it, but it's like whatever. And then everybody's like, oh my gosh, they're just grasping their pearls, and they're so upset that I could stand against the great Patriotica. And then nobody's heard about Patriotica ever again. So I think that's the exact same thing that's going to happen to this alt hero, because it's like you hear about it really hard for about a month and then it disappears again.
Yeah, this is the same thing that we hear about with the SJW books. It's like you get like this Kickstarter, like the book Black or whatever, and it's like this big deal, and then all of a sudden it just kind of fizzles out and nobody cares.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I've been saying. And I've been saying it. So anyway, so pretty much it's a big nothing burger. Like, I'm thinking that, like I said, everybody's gonna get issue 1, probably not me, and then they're gonna review it and they're gonna say either one or two things. They're gonna say it was the best thing ever, or it's complete trash. And then everybody's going to get together and they're going to have their group meeting, and they're all going to decide if this is good or bad. And then everybody's going to go online and say that it's good or bad. That's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah. And it's funny that we have these groups too, because we're against these groups, but everybody still has these groups. That's just the way people are. They get in groups. And it's just like when I did my Mr. Miracle Man review yesterday. Everybody got super triggered, but then they quickly got over it. Like, I think the video is like 20-9 or something like that now. And on the reviews,
Zach has to get on.
And like you always have that one or two people on there that come up and say, I cannot believe you've done this, blah, 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 blah. They go in. And see, what's so funny is when SJWs talk to you, they can't say anything in like 2 or 3 sentences. It has to be a long, drawn-out like book that they've scripted and got ready to tell you about the reasoning about why you're stupid. But if you read it, they're not actually saying anything. It's like a filibuster where they get in there and just recite random things over and over and over. And then you're going, what?
And
so
then they
let you hot air.
And then they let you know when the conversation's over.
Yeah, and they let you know this is over. Do not have any more time for you. I've got more important things to do. And so then they all disappear, and then you're right back here. Everything's fine and dandy. But it's so funny because, what was funny about that review was people were jumping to conclusions saying, I love this book, blah blah blah, and I said that's great. You know, I'm glad you liked that book. I didn't like the art. Oh, the story is fantastic. The story is just fantastic. It's the best. Yeah, but that's great. But I didn't say that. I don't like the art. This issue, just this issue. I don't like the art. Well, yeah, it's the best book of 2017. And I'm like, that's great. You know, that's great. I didn't like this one's art. So you can take that with what you want and you can go on, or you can hit the downvote, but it's not going to make the book any better. Sorry.
Right. Like it's your opinion. And then you had, this is why X, Y, and Z, why you didn't like it. So,
Exactly.
like, you're not going to change my mind. Like, I don't think we and you agree on this at all. Because I like Mr. Miracle and I dug the art. I really didn't like the story. They kept talking about the condo thing, and I'm like, okay, all right, I got it.
Well, see, that's classic Tom King, though.
Yes,
Tom King loves to write those spouse dialogues when action is going on. He loves to do that. And a lot of times it makes you blow through the book because you're reading the dialogue really fast because it's a like a long, quick conversation, and then you're done with the book. And so he does that a lot. But this
he
issue
mentioned closet like 40 times. Closet. I'm like,
he's
okay.
mentally unstable.
Sorry. Yeah.
He is. He's mentally unstable. Like he is coming apart at the seams. But what was really funny was, you know, I was really paying attention to Hard when he said, "Why do we need the other bedroom? Why do we need the other bedroom? Who's staying in the bedroom?"
Right.
You know, I was paying attention hard because I was like, "Oh, Big Barda's got a bun in the oven." And so when she said it, he was like, "Ee!" and hugged her around the back, and I was like, "Oh God, dude, hug her like a man."
So you automatically thought that she was pregnant?
Oh yeah, I knew as soon as she said we're redesigning the condo, I was like, she's pregnant.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I thought she was inviting someone else into the marriage.
No, no, you're so funny.
I mean, who would actually live with Mr. Miracle and Big Barda? Like, could you imagine?
I mean, can you imagine their late night BDSM sex sessions? How loud that is! Like, you want to live in the bedroom next to
the walls start rumbling, and you're just like in the other room, like, oh my God, just stop.
But Jose said it very plainly right here. He said it's called nesting, and I was like, yep, that's exactly what women do. They go into this mode called nesting, and everything has to be perfect in the house, ready for the baby. And they'll start painting walls. They'll start painting walls that don't need to be painted. And they'll say, we got to change the color. It's not right. You know, we got to get the new furniture. Da, da, da. That's what they do. And so when she started doing that, I was like, click. You know, it started going off in my head. And Donna's in here. She's like, I knew she was pregnant too. No, you didn't, Donna.
Stop that, Donna.
Just kidding. But yeah, I did pretty much. You know, did you guys? I know DMI didn't. He said he didn't, but were you guys even paying attention?
I wish.
Yeah, no, for real. Whenever I was reading it and she was talking about, you know, changing the rooms here and there, I was like, why do you need this? Why do you need that? And it started clicking. Like, the only way they'll have another person in there is if she's pregnant. So I kept reading. Yep, there it is.
I mean, they're not going to invite Forager into the house. So
yeah, that's what I thought. Honestly, that's what I thought.
That's the next thing they're going to do. They're going to start an open relationship because he's so low T that he's going to need her to get a boyfriend, and she's going to like get that hairy guy from Apocalypse to come live with him because he's so high T.
Exactly.
What's that guy's name? He's like the really hairy dude.
Starts with
damn it, I know who you're talking about.
Kolbach or something like that.
What? Calback,
there it is.
Yeah, they're going to have to invite him because he's got high T.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Very high T.
And then Scott Free's going to have to drive him to the airport all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom tube him back to New Genesis for him. He's like, I can't let you be using your own boom tube. Okay, I'm going to have to take you. Let's go.
Watch, issue 7's going to have a twist. And it was all a lie.
It's going to come back and it's going to be Darkseid's kid.
Exactly.
He's going to come out black as night and he's going to have the Darkseid eyes.
Exactly.
And Darkseid's going to pop in and boom tube go, ha! And then he's going to like,
got him.
Exactly
Sorry, I
what's
had to
gonna work.
quickly leave for a second. My cat was just kept whining. I didn't know if you could
Oh,
hear
I
her or
feel
not.
you. My cat's behind me right now, like tearing the basement apart. So I hear you. We took this little cat in, and it's like a little kitten. I think I've already talked about this, but it tears everything up. I mean, if it doesn't have something, it goes crazy. Just starts tearing up like random things. I don't even know where it finds the stuff, but it'll drag like stuff out from under the couch, just be just tearing it up. And somebody said, "What's wrong with furries, Donna?" I don't know what is wrong with furries. That's what we're trying to figure out. That's why we're having studies done because something's wrong, but we just don't know what it is. Comic Kitty says, "Nah, Darkseid will appear on their couch. Yeah, he's gonna show up. And he's gonna be like, hey, I'm here to see my kid. Got to spend some time with him. I gotta
Could you
spend
imagine Darkseid?
I
Could you
gotta
imagine
spend at
Dark?
least. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was like to say, could you imagine Darkseid being like Scott Free's like in Big Barn's like babysitter, like their child's babysitter for a day? He's just looking at it now, like holding it in one arm, like, I will teach you, child.
Oh man, somebody just pulled an Inception. They said, "What if Darkseid appears as their baby? What if he's the Darkseid baby?" My brain just exploded. That's gonna start Dark Knight's Metal. It's where it ends.
Exactly.
Wow, that would be a great way to wrap this up. Is that starts Dark Knight's Metal? Is she has Darkseid's baby because they like did some kind of spell on her, and then she's got a Darkseid baby. And he pops out. And he's like, "I'm Darkseid."
Darkseid is baby.
He'll be sitting there with his arms crossed, like 2 seconds old. Just his arms crossed, like this is not sufficient.
We all need to get like on Tom King's Twitter page after this to be like, hey, make Darkseid their baby now, ASAP.
So somebody said, I heard modern furries wear real diapers in public. Oh my god!
What?
Stop.
Have you seen the ones that have like the genitalia hanging out of them? Oh,
Why?
because there's something wrong, dude. Their elevator not only does not go to the top, but somebody has cut the cable and it's just sitting at the bottom of the shaft. Like there's nothing going up or down in that elevator shaft. Quit knocking stuff over, cat. See, that's what I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. But anyway, sorry about that. I got distracted. So we got off subject on alt hero, so we'll just let that go. So I just got this new book. It's DC Universe by Mac Mignola. Have y'all seen that?
Yes.
No.
No, I have not.
Y'all know who Mike Mignola is, right?
Yes, Hellboy creator.
I think so.
I think so. You guys are fake geeks.
He created Hellboy.
Oh,
yeah.
But he's went
like
for DC
Hellboy.
and Marvel before.
He put his first Devil. He put his first Hellboy drawing on Twitter today. Did you guys see that?
No, I did not.
It's like one of the original. Go follow him on Twitter. It's Mike Mignola, and he put one of his first concept drawings for Hellboy, and he looks nothing like what they went with, and it's really cool too because it's like he almost looks like a gargoyle, and he's got like a mace and all this kind of stuff. It's really cool. We need to check that out. But he doesn't even have like the fist or anything. It looks totally different than the original Hellboy. But so I got DC Universe by Mike Mignola, and yes, nostalgia. We are women haters, but we respect them, and we attack, and then we respect. But anyway, so I got this book, DC Universe by Mike Mignola, and it's got like I didn't know what I was getting. Like it looked good, and I was like, shoot, I'm gonna get this book. And we're gonna check it out. Well, it comes in, and I start looking at it. And it's like there's different stories in it. There's multiple different stories. I didn't know if it's gonna be one long story or if it's gonna be like 10 stories in there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so when I open it up, it lists all the different stories. And at first I was worried because when I was flipping through the book, I didn't really see that much Batman, and like he's on the cover. So that's why I wanted the book, is because I really like the way he draws Hellboy and Batman. But he does a different style. Like if you look in the book, there's different styles, and I don't know if this is like a collection of the books that he did.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, because a lot of them are a lot different.
Yeah, through the years, he changed
style-wise.
styles and stuff like that.
So that's what I was assuming. Maybe he changed his style later on, because like the Stranger and Krypton, those stories were a lot different. They were drawn almost like what's the guy John Carter, almost like John Carter style.
With those stories, like those were published earlier in his career, though, weren't they?
Yeah, they were pretty old. Because I can't remember the dates exactly, but they were pretty old.
Yeah, he's definitely like changed and evolved his style, because like when he did, I remember him doing stuff for Marvel too. It was a lot different than what his Hellboy stuff is now.
And it was pretty clear too by the style wise that it was too. But I still like it. It was really cool. Like I like the Kryptonian story, and I'm gonna ask you guys like what y'all want me to do, because I want to review this book because it's gonna be a good book, and that way somebody can check it out before they buy it, because it's like $20. So not everybody's just gonna shell out like 20-30 bucks on something. But would you guys rather me do like each story individually, or do I need to do like maybe just like a quick summarization of each story and tell like which one was best and which one wasn't?
I was actually planning on doing that myself for the Action Comics one. Yeah, because I'm so down. I've been waiting for this issue 1000 to come out. I've been preaching about it on my like other videos. And I don't know, man. I really want to.
You guys are a lot of help.
I think you picked.
I think just doing story.
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead, DMI.
I think you pick up the 3 or 4 stories that you like the best, and then do that. Yeah, that's what I think.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Comic Kitty says, "Do it, brah." Do it, brah. All caps too. Do it, brah.
How many stories were in there?
There's like 7, I think. And the reason I say there's only 7 is because some of them are kind of long. Like I read the Kryptonian story, and it just kept going and going and going. And I was like, oh, when's it going to get the next one? No, we're still going. It was really, really good. One of the things I liked about it was the art was fantastic. But also, it was really, really a deep story. Like it showed people when they had a really good fancy life as far as being rich and having a really, really nice lifestyle, to what happens when war hits your entire planet and how people change. So it was really, really good. I'm trying to think of something kind of along the lines of like Game of Thrones. You see how those people change from like season 1 to season whatever we're on now.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was really, really cool. You show like one person shows up and like they got half their faces burn off, and they're like some kind of really hardcore soldier now, and they were like this dainty little person when it first started. So it was pretty cool. Tough people. Oh, and they had the Kryptonian battle suits. That's what was really cool. Like Superman uses every now and then now.
Yeah.
Yes.
They had those. They looked like the mech warrior suits. So they were awesome.
I want to post just that. I just want to post just that hanging up on my wall.
The Kryptonian battle suits.
Yes.
They're cool with those little insignias on the front of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. They look like something else, but I can't picture what they look like, or I can't think of what they look like. But they remind me of some other suit. And so I've been trying to figure out what it is. But I guess, they just had that classic look of mech suits. Because, they're not anything like completely different than other stuff. They look like a lot of other suits. So, but it was really cool because the suits, when they were using them, everybody had their own version. So it was almost like if you're from a royal family or something, everybody had their own suit that maybe was passed down, because all of them look a little slightly different. So that was kind of cool too. Everybody had their own personality.
It could be seen. So those, like family heirlooms, and they probably also have like family emblems, like in the olden, like feudal days. Like
They did. Mm-hmm.
so, that's probably also where I'm trying to think. Superman's S logo. That's also his family logo, right?
Yeah. But see, on his suit, on his Kryptonian battle suit, though, I don't see the S on there. I just see like a bird. So it kind of threw me off a little bit.
Huh.
Yeah, because Zod's reminded me of the head, like the neck of a dragon. Whenever.
Yeah. So maybe
Yeah.
they have a different insignia as far as like battle armor goes. Maybe there's like different war classes and stuff. I don't know. That's kind of cool. We could do like a whole video talking about that.
Well, there's going to be
Yeah.
a Krypton TV show, right?
Don't even get me started.
Why?
Don't even
channel?
get me started about that. I just got triggered super hard when you brought that up.
Why?
It's the most useless show I've ever seen in my life.
Is it?
They took a good concept that they could have used,
Mhm.
and somebody just threw it in the trash can. They said, guess what we're going to do? Krypton. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm one of those people that likes to do videos and explain things. I just don't go, this sucks, and and then write it 15 times in somebody's comment section. This Krypton show missed an opportunity because I understand what they're doing. They're trying to do all this drama, all this suspense, all this stuff going on because now you've got an ancestor of Superman and an ancestor of Zod, and they start having an affair and all this kind of stuff, and ooh la la. But here's the deal. We have two cool characters that they could have done. You remember those superheroes that Superman talked about when he was talking to Nightwing? That's where Nightwing got his name.
Yes.
It was Nightwing and like
And
Firebird or something.
Yeah, I thought it was Starfire, like another Starfire, but yeah.
And I was thinking, wouldn't that be cool if you did a series based on them? Like showed them when they started from the bottom, now they're here, kind of type deals with like Batman, and showed them fighting crime, but on Krypton. Would that not be awesome?
It'd be really cool.
That would be pretty dope.
But instead, we're going to do like Riverdale with Krypton.
We don't. I get what you're saying.
That's the only reason. Like, I think it's going to be cool, but at the same time, I think they're going to turn it into another one of those like Riverdale type shows.
So, like, you remember the beginning of Man of Steel, like the Krypton scenes? I really liked those scenes of that movie. In the beginning, it was like, that'd be really cool to explore that world. And, you kind of get into the politics and the power struggle between the different houses, I guess. But yeah, I think, isn't this TV show supposed to take place like way before the destruction of Krypton?
Way before. It's like his grandpa, and his grandpa's a kid.
And then I could do love triangles and stuff like that.
Exactly, because he's going to start dating one of Zod's female ancestors and
star-crossed lovers.
Star-crossed lovers. It's Romeo and Juliet all over again. Because we haven't seen Romeo and Juliet ever. Not even on Romeo and Juliet have we seen Romeo and
What are
Juliet.
you talking about? What is that?
Yeah, what's Romeo and Juliet? Is that like that new thing on Riverdale? Somebody said Game of Thrones with Kryptonians. Exactly.
There you go.
Everything's Game of Thrones now because they have hit the niche on those kind of shows. Like, there'll never be another show like Game of Thrones. There'll never be another show because he takes all these characters that you really like and makes you love them and then kills them violently.
Cat.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Nope.
And so that's why it's going to be one of those shows. Kind of like Walking Dead. Walking Dead has went on too long, but it's going to be one of the shows that you always think about.
I don't watch Walking Dead, so.
Are you kidding me right now?
Hey, man. Everybody's got their preferences.
Are you kidding me?
I just don't have time for much TV. That was just the thing always.
Are you kidding on me right now?
College.
It's okay. Everybody's got their preferences. There's a lot of shows out there that I don't like. Some people really like Supernatural, and I would probably get into it if I had time. But I mean, it's like 21 seasons in. It's a little late for me to get into it.
TNT actually does marathons of it. TNT or TBS, pretty much, and they'll just marathon a whole bunch of episodes like every morning,
Yeah, they do. They do. I catch them sometimes.
and so that's how I
Supernatural
caught
should have
up.
stopped at like season 5.
It's not going to stop as long as little underage girls keep watching these two guys.
No,
okay?
it definitely won't stop, but it should have stopped at season 5.
Season 5, yeah, it should have stopped at season 5.
Never
Yeah,
gonna stop.
I do think it has gone too long.
I
But
tell
I
you,
think that's the problem. Like even with Smallville, like a lot of these shows, sometimes they just go on for too long.
what did
Like
Donna said? Donna said, "Are you going to answer my question?" She says, "Do you think they would put Valor in this show?" Who's Valor? You talking about the Valor TV show? Because there's Valor TV show.
And Krypton, she's talking about?
I guess
Valor, isn't he another Kryptonian?
he must be. See, I don't know that much about the Kryptonians. I just know about Superman and his cousin and his cousin's clone and his clone and
Crypto. Then you have
Crypto.
Then you also have the monkey.
and the one
Yes, there
monkey.
was a.
She said,
Krypt-
"Yeah, Valor the Kryptonian." Yeah.
Yep, there was actually a monkey that Superman had that actually also had powers as well. This was way back in the 60s.
Oh, that's like no, that's not Mon-El, is it?
Valor is Mon-El. That's what she said. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Why do
and
you just
that's
say
like the-
Mon-El? Why you gotta be cryptic? Gosh, women are so cryptic.
I know, right?
I know, right?
That's like
Just tell me
Supergirl.
what do you want? It's not
That's-
that simple. What do
That's
you want?
Supergirl. That's Supergirl's boyfriend or something, right?
Yeah, but then he's not
Okay.
because he had to leave, and then we have to stop heterosexuality in TV shows. That we just can't have that. So he's like
Yeah.
on his own right now. But he's gonna come back on the show, and he's gonna have a new female sidekick because it can't possibly be Supergirl, and they're gonna fight this new female villain that's got a mask that looks like she's going to that. What was that movie, Eyes Wide Shut or whatever, where they had to wear those weird masks? That looks like she's fixing to go to like one of those weird orgy parties or something.
Right.
Oh,
I don't know anything about this. No idea.
That's what it looks like. She's like, "Hey, since we beat each other up, you want to go to this party? I heard it's pretty good." It's totally not going to be a weird, orgy party at all. There's no chance of that.
That is a weird movie.
It is a weird movie. Like, it weirded me out the whole time because I'm thinking he's a jerk. He really is a jerk in the movie.
Right.
And then it turns out he gets like AIDS and gives it to her, and it's rough.
Oh yeah, that's now
Some
not
people are watching the
in
movie.
California.
It's messed up, is what it is. It's Tom Cruise in a nutshell. Somebody said, "Yeah, Nicole Kidman. Yeah, she is pretty cool." Oh, speaking of Nicole Kidman, they had this weird TV show that came on HBO. I can't remember what. I think it was like Big Little Lies or something like that.
Okay.
And it had like all these. I thought this was gonna be so stupid. This is how funny this is. I thought the show was gonna be so stupid because basically what it is, it's these rich housewives. They had this network of like gossip and all this stuff that they talk about. I was like, this is gonna be so dumb. They had her, and they had the girl from Divergent, and they had a couple other people in it. And so I watched the first episode, and I was like, this seems kind of interesting. So then I watched, I had it on like where you could stream all the episodes.
Yeah.
So then I went to episode 2, and I watched that. And I was like, I wonder what's going to happen next. Before I knew it, I had watched the entire show, every one of the episodes. Oh yeah, it had Lenny Kravitz's daughter in it too. But it was actually a really, really good show because like it had all this crazy stuff going on, and people were killing each other, and then they were trying to cover it up, and then I was trying to figure out who the killer was the entire time. I was like, who is killing these people? And then it turns out that the killer had like assaulted one of the women in the very beginning, and then they all looked at him, and then when they looked at him, they knew he was the guy, and I was like, oh, this is good. It's one of those shows that gets a hold of you, you're not ready for it. But now that I've told my guilty pleasure. So
throw it all out there.
we're just gonna throw it out there. I got into it. I went too hard in the paint on that time. Edwin's here. Hey, Edwin, how's it going? He's in the comment section. So now that we went off on a tangent, let's talk about one of the main things I want to talk about tonight. It's something that kind of upsets me a little bit on a personal level, but let's talk about Stan Lee and these allegations going on here. And we're going to start with nostalgia because I feel like he's one of those guys that just be good to talk about this. And also, I just randomly picked him out of the crowd.
Of course you did.
So, tell me what you think about this subject.
Okay, I'll probably get a lot of hate for this. All right, so just bear with me. So the thing is, all right, he's being blamed that he's been sexually harassing these women. All right, and if this is really happening, I'm glad that they're speaking out about it. But DNC made a video about this earlier, and he specifically said, he's a 95-year-old guy. If he was trying to reach for you, then all you had to do was just move out of the way and talk to someone about it. Saying, I know he's a big guy, I know he's not a big guy, but I know he's he's a very important figure in the comic book. So if if you feel like you're being harassed, you should have spoke about this earlier. But I don't know, man. Like, he's 95 years old. I don't even think he knows what he had for breakfast, to be honest with you. And if he is doing these things, then hey, all power to him. But at the same time, like, he's 95 years old. Like, what is he gonna do?
He's 90. He's like 96.
What he's gonna do? Pop a bunch of Viagra and just be like, here's Johnny? No.
Who's gonna give it to him? The nurse.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I really think they're getting paid way too much. They're getting paid good money to take care of this guy.
They gotta be getting paid good. They're getting paid good.
Oh, I know they're getting paid good. And if money wasn't an issue, they probably wouldn't have said anything to begin with. And I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but yeah, I really do think that money is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 95, 96 years old, man. Like, if he's really doing this to you, then just go out of the way and just quit. Move on.
Yeah.
Talk to people about it. You should have done this from the very beginning. If you weren't getting paid that good, then why'd you stay?
Yeah, exactly. So, go ahead and tell me about it. When do you guys go next?
Who wants to go next?
Go for it.
So, I think this is a slippery slope with this stuff. So, there's a ton of people that are coming out with allegations. I think James Franco got one today or the other day. It comes to a point where it's I believe a lot of people, but then it's there's people that lie too. So there's people that lie about people that have a lot of money to get money. So I don't know. Stan doesn't seem like this type of person to do that. I understand that he's older. His wife passed away. So I don't know. It's one of those things where it's he's really old, but he is so well off right now with money. I don't know if I could believe it or not, but whatever.
I hear you. So I'm looking at the comment section. Comment Kitty says, "Why the world so sad and mean?" Well, the world is so sad and mean because it's full of sad and mean people, and the world's not going to get any better. I got news for you. It's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse because the clock is ticking, so to speak, and eventually we're not going to be here anymore. But on a lighter note, Nerdy Texan, go next.
Yeah, I know his wife just passed away. I know, June or July of last year. So he's still, and they were married for 70 years. So yeah, that you have to. He's probably grieving a lot from that, and I really have a hard time believing that he would do it. My mom heard of this because I told her, and she said, "Old men are cantankerous. They'll do stuff, but they won't really mean it. They'll just say just to be compliment, It's like, because they can't really do anything. That's
Mm-hmm.
what she said,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I do sort of agree, and but it's like I do have a hard time believing that a man who's most likely still grieving from being married to
Mm-hmm.
his wife who's just deceased less than a year
Yeah.
would be trying to do stuff like that. Because I heard the story, Weaponized Nerd Rage talked about it. It's like how he almost cried his wife's um, typewriter just looking at it and having the memories come back and thinking about it. So I really, really don't think he would do something like that at all. If there's evidence, then I'm willing to take back everything I said, but I need evidence. That's how I always am,
It's
no matter
almost like
what.
that's how justice works.
Agreed. Innocent until proven guilty.
Mm-hmm. So here's what I think. Here's what I think about this whole deal. These women are paid to take care of this old man. Okay. Somebody gives them a check every month because they have full confidence that these people are going to do the right thing. If you go to an old folks home, have any of y'all been to an old folks home before?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
If you go to an old
No.
folks home and you spend more than 5 minutes there, you're going to quickly see that all those people there are crazy. You know what I mean? All of them have something going on. They're old, senile. They don't know what's going on. They're taking like 5 medications. Everything looks yellow to them. And so, like, I went to old folks' home a couple weeks ago. Went to go see my grandma, and we're sitting there in a room, and all of a sudden I start hearing somebody screaming, "Help! Help! Help!" And I'm like, "What is going on?" And so she would say it, and then I wouldn't hear anything. Then she'd say it again. I wouldn't hear anything. She goes, "Somebody help!" And so I said, "Do I need to go in there?" And the nurse, no joke, walks into that room and says, "Girl, you better shut your mouth. We done come in here 5 minutes ago, gave you everything you need. You know better than this crap."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What? What's going on?" And then my grandma said,
Yeah.
"That lady's crazy. She does that all night long." So I was like,
Oh,
oh,
no.
okay, I feel a little bit better now. I feel a little bit better, but still at the same time, like these people don't have any control over their faculties. Okay. And Stan Lee has a lot of money, so he has a lot of money for medications and procedures that maybe can keep him going longer. But he's still 96 years old. And he's probably a little bit senile, doesn't know what's going on. And he's also 96 years old, so he doesn't have a filter. Like when he's probably just says things that comes out of his head most of the time. So 9 times out of 10, if you got these women taking care of him and they're not 180, then he's going to look at them and be like, "Hey, girl, how's it going?" Because he's an old crazy guy. And you're telling me that a 30-year-old woman can't slap the hand away of a 96-year-old man that she's taking care of and knows is not right in his head. That's what they're paid to do. They do that every day. And even if he was saying things that were out of line, he doesn't know what's going on. Like, tell him to shut his mouth and go home, go get his yogurt for him and just go in there and watch Baywatch or something while you're waiting to give him a sponge bath. I mean, that's what they're paid to do. I mean, and the fact that they're taking his money and then they're going to turn around and try to do some kind of lawsuit against him is the lowest of the low. These people ought to be fired immediately. They ought to have whatever license you have to get suspended for like whatever period of time until this is over with. Because I understand if it was true, it was true, but you were confided in and these people put confidence in you, and then they're probably still working for him. I don't know, are these women still working for him? Are they changing his diapers and then they're going to the lawsuit meeting at 3 o'clock? I mean,
I don't know if
I
they're
don't
still
even
working
know.
for him, but I'm pretty sure that they're probably still working in the field and making money elsewhere. And that to me is, you know,
It's
this is
sad
pretty much like, yeah, it is sad.
because, like I told somebody the other day, I said this could end up killing him. With this going on,
Yep.
he could get so upset one day with his wife being dead, his legacy getting tarnished. He's 96 years old, everything. My grandfather took medication, and it made him so upset all the time that every little thing would make him just like blow up into this like upset, tear jerking situations. And so I can just imagine if he's taking something like that, how it's going to make him feel and how his emotions are just going to be all over the place. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And
Mhm.
I understand
Yeah.
if he was saying nasty things to you, I understand. If he's trying to grab you, I understand. But slap his hand away and tell him to not do it or ask for a transfer because he's like I said, he's 96, 95 years old.
Yeah,
So at the end of the day, you can tell that guy to stop.
like
You know?
Geek, you're absolutely right. Like when you go to the nursing home, the a lot of these people are just cut off from the real world. They really don't know what's happening or what's going on. I remember like visiting like my grandmother and watching a television show about like Obama was talking or something, and she's like, he's going to be president one day, and I was like, he's been for like 4 years now, you know, like they don't know what's happening, and you're just kind of like, yeah, okay, so you deal with it, and yeah, like you said. There was like a crazy lady that would walk into her room every now and again and like take stuff from her room. She had no idea what she was doing. Like you can't really get mad at that situation because they don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just it's really sad and like I said, it's current year, guys, it's current year. And that's what makes it okay. They have started making this okay for these women to just throw allegations left and right. Um, it would be funny to see if it was reversed and all these men started throwing allegations towards women, assaulting them. Like, I'm going to go into, you know, we're getting a little bit too serious right now, so I'm going to something a little bit funny. If y'all were talking in the group chat today, did y'all see any of my stories? I was talking about like all the time that these women have made inappropriate remarks toward me at my jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
did.
That's
And
what
I
I'm
didn't
talking
even think anything of it because by unranked Chevron, I'll see you later. Because you know I'm not a sensitive little man child, so when I had these jobs, like ever since I was starting out, ever since I was like 16, 17 years old, working at fast food places, I had women that were hitting on me pretty much inadvertently. And this went on through every job I've ever had. And it gets funny because it's like it doesn't matter what age they are. You know, you'll have older women that do it, you'll have middle-aged women that do it, and you'll have young girls do it. And it's okay because they're women. And they'll make, and I've had some of these women make very inappropriate comments to me. And it's okay. You can't do anything about it because you're a man.
Well, who you know, you kind of say something and people just smirk. And you go, man,
Yeah.
she kind of did this or said this or she grabbed my ass or whatever, and
Hmm.
people are like, okay,
They're like, "Oh man, that's awesome!" Like you know, like you got complimented or something.
right.
You know, um, and it's just it's crazy. It's like that one story I told you where the lady was like, "Hey, can you?" It was one of my coworkers. She was like, "Hey, can you come over during lunch and like help me? My remote control is like unprogrammed from my TV. Like I can't get it to the volume and channels aren't working." And I'm just sitting. I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine. You know, that's cool." And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, "Wait, why? Why is this woman wanting me to come to her house right now? This is weird."
You can push her out of the way, geek.
Mhm. And so I clutched my pearls and I screamed that I
Yeah,
did not consent. I did
there
not
you go.
consent. So I mean, I'm
about.
sure y'all can tell all kinds of stories where stuff is like that has happened. I mean, it's just it's funny that they're just gonna cry wolf like this all the time because, like I said, if it's true, it's true. But even if it's true, really, that's the has nothing like that ever happened to you before, really?
Hmm.
I'd like to know who just downvoted my video because I saw it happen right as I was watching the live stream. So somebody got super triggered just
Oh,
then
yeah.
when I was talking about women. They said, "Respect the
We'll hear
women."
about it. We'll hear about it soon enough.
Yeah, they'll get in
Yep.
the comment section in a minute and be like, "You're just a pig." But anyway, so I mean, yeah, it happens all the time. It's just we're not like overly sensitive and we let it go because that's what happens. And when you do this kind of stuff, like they keep constantly attacking these kind of situations and making something out of nothing. Somebody said, I'm not trying to like say that it's romance when people do that because it's not, but you're killing romance because you're making it where people can't tell you how they feel. You know what I mean? They can't say anything to the opposite sex because they're afraid that you're going to report them.
So we keep getting like this whole blending of sexual assault and sexual harassment. So there's like two different things. And
yeah, those are different. It's like assault is actually physically touching the person, and well, actually, technically, assault is threatening to touch them. Battery is the actual attack, but that might be assault and battery. I guess sexual assault would be just the actual battery.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
who
then,
hasn't
harassment
been
is just you saying
harassed?
words or just showing them something that like dropping your pants or something like that.
Yeah.
To them, I'm pretty sure that would be the harassment part, or if you keep following them and doing it. But it's like they're not the same. One is a distance thing, and one is right at you.
Exactly.
And they're both, I agree, are bad, but don't lie about it because then when it does happen, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Always, no one believed him at the end.
I'm sorry, but Donna Troy just commented. She said, "I have been sexually harassed on Twitter by men from Alabama." Oh, you have not been. You can be, but you have not been. You just say the word, and that can commence. But anyway, she says, "I'm reporting him to the authorities." Who you gonna tell? You gonna tell Jack? Go tell Jack on Twitter right now. I'll watch. He's gonna be like, "Roll Tide." That's what he's gonna do.
We need to get Mark Wade. Protect the weak.
Yeah, Mark Wade's gonna get thanks, Donna. You just said the word sexually harassed, and now Mark Wade's gonna show up in the live chat now. Oh gosh.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Donna.
Now we said his name like 3 times. He's definitely gonna show up. That's how it works.
You weren't looking in the mirror though, were you, Geek?
Well, there's the screen on the computer reflects a little bit.
Oh man.
Gosh. She said, I'll report that man to Mr. Donna. You got to learn how to English. We're going to have to help you a little bit here. Comic Kitty is like Filipino, and she types better than you do. We're going to work on it. We're going to give you some lessons. Dark Philly says he protect. He protect, but he also attack. That's what you got to remember. It's kind of like what they're describing is a cat, because a cat will sit in your lap, but at the same time they will tear your hand up and attack your head or something. That's what a cats do. So they protect.
That's my
and then they
right
attack. So yeah, bottom line is it's dumb. This kind of stuff needs to stop because you're affecting everybody's lives. And like I said, it always happens to rich people. And it don't, it can't be happening that much, okay? Either we've got an epidemic on our hands, or you people need to quit being so sensitive, and I'm going to go with the second part. But so I hope everything goes good, and I hope that nothing comes of it. But at the same time, I'm thinking this may be the thing that does him in, because, I mean, he's 96 years old. He's already got multiple people taking care of him. And no, I am not rich, Donna, so do not sue me. You won't get any money. But I hope this is not the thing that does him in, but I'm kind of worried it may, It's rough, and you notice how this always happens when these guys are really old, and something always ends up happening to them. You had the allegations I know he was already sick, but you had the allegations with Michael Jackson, some of these other actors and famous people, and it did them in. Like, I mean, it didn't directly do them in, but it definitely didn't help their situation.
Like Joe Paterno in Penn State, like he got fired from Penn State because of the stuff going on with Sandusky, and he died like a week or two later. It was like really quick.
Stress. It's probably the stress and all that caused that.
That's a good example because college football coaches, that's their life.
Yeah.
And it's very important to them. Like Bear Bryant was a coach for like a long time, and he retired and died like a couple months later.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one of those things. I mean, like I'm telling you, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that's probably good. This is probably gonna be the thing that does him in, but I hope not. But I mean, he is 96. But anyway, so we're being too sad. We need to move on. There's a TV show that I want to talk to you guys about. What did Comic Kitty say? She says you can't even make a comic book about lesbians without people pissing about cultural appropriation. I didn't know there was a comic book about lesbians, Comic Kitty. That's never been done before.
I know, right?
That's weird.
Strange.
No, they're not gay anymore. They're bi. Okay, so you need to get with the times. It's current year.
I forgot.
Circa 2018.
Being gay is a culture now. Duh, Donna. I mean, have you not talked to Joe Glass? Duh. Get with the times.
God.
Jeez. Anyway, so there's this new TV show that I've been watching, and it's called Nightfall. And basically, if you guys don't know what it is, it's about the Crusades, like the Crusaders. It's not really about the Crusades; it's more about the Crusaders. And it's really, really a good show. One, because it's got a lot of like good plot development and a lot of stuff going on, but at the same time, it actually paints the Crusaders in a better light. You know what I mean? Like they don't have them like going out and just killing random kids and children and stuff like that. They at the very beginning of the show, it has them defending a group of Jews because what does somebody say? Where's that dang knight when you need him? That what was going on was the Jews were living because you had hostility in the town. This was after the Crusades, and you had hostility in the town, and so they were trying to get out of town before something happened. And then these guys got together like a bunch of thugs and was going to go kill them. Well, the Crusaders didn't want to go defend them because they said, "Hey, we're not doing the Crusades anymore. That's not what we do." And he says, "Well, what do we do?" He says, "We're just hanging out in this castle all day doing nothing, wearing our equipment day in, day out. What's the deal?" So he actually like forms up the group of knights and goes and defends the Jews from the crazy marauders or whatever. And I thought that was really good because it painted them in a good light. It showed that, they weren't just out there. They weren't just killing all the nice Muslims all the time, So there's a lot going on with that, and they're also painting the enemy in a not so good light, which I kind of like because, like I said, there was good people and bad people on each side. They were doing the wrong thing and doing the right thing. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie Kingdom of Heaven with Orlando Bloom, but it was a very good movie, and it painted a good picture of both sides and how some of them were corrupt. And so this is good too because it's kind of like in between the Crusades. Like they just had the one like 15 years earlier, and I think they're getting geared up, getting ready to do the next Crusade. So I'm very interested to see where it goes. It's got a lot of like side stories going on. You got corruption, you got all that cool stuff that everybody likes. So
may I ask which crusade is it in between? Because there are so many of them. I think the first crusade was the defense of France against the Muslim invaders, then pushing them back to Spain, and then one of the other crusade, the ones that everyone knows about, is when the Crusaders went into the Middle East, fought there, trying to get the Holy Land. And
This
then
one they were in the Holy Land and they were escaping because I think it was Saladin or whatever. Um, his army was there and they were taking the town. And so they were getting in their boats and leaving. They were going back to France.
if I remember correctly, darn, I'm trying to find Dante's Alighieri's Inferno because there are actually two Muslims in limbo actually, and one of them was an Islamic, a Muslim general, and they said that he was so um, that he followed the knight's code almost, even though he was Muslim, and so they respected him so well that even though they couldn't put him to heaven, it's like, you know what? No, we're going to put him in the least horrible place of hell, and that was basically. So that was the best they could do. He was with the Greek philosophers like Plato, Aristotle, who were the closest to, who they said were closest to Christianity, and therefore they're in limbo. It's, I took, my cat's getting into a plastic bag.
Well, I think it is a very good show, and I also like the Dante's Inferno. Do you guys remember like the Dante's Inferno like anime or whatever? I don't know. Was it an anime? I know it was
They
weird.
did a video game based off it, but I prefer the Divine Comedy complete. I've read Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso.
Well, they had like a little anime like shorts, and it was really cool because each story was done by a different artist. So each level of hell was like a different artist during the little movie, and it was really really good. I like that a lot.
It was really good.
It was good. I think like the second artist was my favorite. So like when they changed it again, I was kind of upset because I really liked that one. But it was still really good. But yeah, the Nightfall show is good. If you like that kind of stuff, it's not. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, but it's not quite as gory. But there is fighting and killing and all that kind of stuff. But it's a lot of intrigue, and they have to solve like mysteries and things like that. And they're getting ready to go do the next crusade. So it's really, and I really like the main character. The main crusader is like an awesome dude. So he's very misogynistic. he's quite high tea.
Yeah.
Because he's actually having an affair with the Queen of France, and so I was like, spaghettios. It's gonna be a tough one to explain. It's like, hey, I'm leading the Crusaders, and I'm also sleeping with your wife. Funny, huh? Okay, see you next week.
Yeah, exactly.
So definitely check that. I think it's on History Channel. History is having some really cool shows here lately, but the problem is that they're doing like these fictional shows instead of doing like actual history. So people are watching things like Nightfall thinking that's actually how it was. And I'm like, no, that's like watching 300. Okay, you can't watch 300, which they actually said 300 was pretty historically accurate. But my thing is, if you watch 300 and you think that like the elephants are like 15 feet tall, then you may need to reread your history books and like find out some actual history.
Wait, they weren't.
I know they weren't. They were regular sized elephants.
There wasn't like weird witch people and stuff like that.
No, they just had gunpowder.
What?
I know. And
this is crazy.
Xerxes wasn't 10 feet tall and didn't talk like this right here, even though he looked like a girly man.
This is worse than you spoiling Gifted for me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm still salty about it.
You're still salty about Gifted? I'm sorry.
Dude, that was like my favorite character.
It was your favorite character. So your favorite character, what's her name?
Dreamer.
So your favorite character on a Gifted is Dreamer. And then you were talking about how much you love her, and I was like, yes, she did. And you was like, what? I haven't finished the show. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Somebody said, are you telling me Swamp People isn't history? Well, it's history. It's just the wrong history.
It's entertainment history, more entertainment.
Well,
but I like Swamp People.
I'm looking at the guide for History Channel right now, and that's all they're playing is Ancient Aliens.
This is why I've stopped watching History
Aliens,
Channel.
man. Aliens.
It had to be the aliens.
It was the aliens, man. So, all right, see you later, March Hare. Donna says she died.
So that's my that's what I think is happening at Marvel. It's the aliens.
That's what's happening. They're all Skrulls.
It's a secret invasion.
Everybody working at Marvel is a Skrull.
That would be too logical and make too much sense.
That's why there's no.
there.
That's why there's no Fantastic Four. They're all Skrulls. They got rid of them.
Oh man, somebody just ruined the 100 Years' War for me. They said England won. You jerk! I was on episode 3. So that's what it is. We figured out Dan Slott is actually a Skrull.
Yes.
So now we know.
Ancient aliens. There it is.
Aliens. I'm picturing that guy right now with his hair, doing his hands. He's like, aliens, man.
Yeah. That guy's great.
They said Heather Antos is an alien. If she is an alien, she's terrible at masquerading as a human because I can pick her out a mile away. And it ain't a good way.
Oh, do you guys want to talk about like the latest Gwenpool? Like I know you
go ahead. Take the floor on Gwenpool before I get ready to throw up.
I have not been reading it, but when I saw that picture, I first thought of it as like, is this future Gwenpool, adult Gwenpool, maybe? But then someone said, no, it's Heather Antos. And I'm like, what? But then because I was actually a little bit more happy then, because if it was future Gwenpool, that would mean that she would be appearing again. Like she would either continuing in another book, because how else would you get that future Gwenpool?
Yeah, because I'm thinking either it's the first Gwenpool before they changed artists, or it's Heather Antos. That's the only two things. Because you remember when they first started, they had a different artist, and she had long hair, and she was drawn more like a female Gwenpool, where she was like tall and lanky and had long hair, and was like very murderous. And then they changed her when they got Griharu to do the work, and then made her cutesy. So I'm wondering if it's that one, because she has the two swords just like that. So I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I get you.
So it could be her, but at the same time, if it's Heather Antos, oh my god, I'm gonna kill her.
You won't do it. It's too dumb.
You won't do it. That's what my dad used to tell my mom all the time. Whenever I would get in trouble, she'd say, "I'm gonna whoop your tail," and he'd be like, "You won't do it." You won't do it.
And the whooping commenced.
And then the whooping commenced, and I was like, "Dad, why are you doing that, Dad? We was buds.
Boy.
We played catch." Now you over there egging her on. And then later on, I would do something wrong, and Dad would like throw a beer bottle and hit me in the head. So it's good times. Good childhood. He felt bad afterwards, though. If that makes you feel any better.
I too.
They always do.
It's like that show Everybody Hates Chris or something. The one in Howard the Duck. What is she? Is she talking about the? I think she's talking about the Gwenpool and Howard the Duck. I don't know, Comic Kitty. Hey, I don't know if you guys, everybody that's listening, I don't know if you guys know that Comic Kitty has a YouTube channel, but I just found this out like a week or so ago that she did. I just randomly clicked on one of her videos and watched it, and I was thoroughly embarrassed at how good her videos are.
Her videos are freaking top notch. I will attest to that.
I'm sitting there getting a history lesson on a character, and I'm going, "Oh my god, dude, I suck." Like she's taking all this time. She's got her character talking in the video. She's got all this history going on about the character. I'm over here like, "Hey man, it's got this latest issue of Gwenpool, and like the art's really good and stuff. You should like look at it. It's good."
Her videos are so much better than mine.
Now I gotta up my quality.
Wait,
it's all Comic Kitty's fault. Now I gotta study and do scripts and stuff.
I know, right?
I don't like to do scripts in videos because I want to tell you how I really feel, and also because I'm really lazy. So I know, and it's mostly women that do the scripts. I find that funny too because it's almost like men and women are different. But a lot of the women that do these videos will do scripts. And Donna Troy, she's two people ahead of you. She's two people up. That's what I'm talking about, Comic Kitty. And so they'll do scripts and they'll plan out their time. Like, who's the girl that does the political talk that has the avatar that's a cartoon? Paladin.
Yeah, Aiden Paladin.
Aiden Paladin. She does scripts too, and she does like 30-page scripts. And I'm going, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And so, like, when I'm doing a video, I want to tell you how I really feel. Like, I want to point out to you, and see at the same time, I might remember something that I forgot. And so I'll get excited again about, oh yeah, this part right here, I forgot to tell you. So it's fun because it's almost like I'm explaining it to a friend. You know, it's like I'm opening up this comic book and like, let me tell you about this right here. I just read this new Klaus, and he like totally has a giant white wolf. This is his best friend, and her name's Lily. And I thought she was dead, but she wasn't dead, and now she's back. And you know, so then it's more fun. But I really understand the scripting, and so I'm trying to do that more in my videos now because I'm trying to be more professional, trying to up my game because we got Comic Kitty making these really good videos, and it's upsetting.
I know.
Yeah, it hit me right in my self-esteem. It hit me right in my misogyny.
We respect you,
We can't let these women outdo us in these videos. We cannot let these women come into our comic books that are just for men and tell us that they're going to make better videos than us.
Whenever you said just for men, all I could think about was that dead commercial, just for men.
Because, you know, comic books are just for men. There's no way that women would get involved in them at all, period, ever. But, you know, cool. So I just lost like 20 subscribers. They're like, what did you say about the women? The women? But so that's another thing I want to talk about real quick is the ratio between men and women that like comic books. Okay. So they had that article that came out a while back that everybody like debunked the crap out of. It was trying to say it was 50-50. You know what I mean? And I'm calling BS. Because just like when I saw a picture of a Magic the Gathering convention, and I looked through there and I saw two women in the whole thing, I'm calling BS. Because how many comic shops have you been into and there's been more women in there than men?
I went to my local LCS actually the other day, and there were actually, while I was in there for about maybe 25 minutes looking around, and 3 women came in and 1 old guy came in within that amount of time. So that was just my experience from from Wednesday.
I go in there, and the only woman that I ever see, well, I actually see 2 women. I see the owner's wife that comes in there, and she'll talk to anybody because she's really nice, and like I have to tell her constantly what books to order because they're not really comic book people. And then there's another girl that comes in there, and she's that girl. You know what I'm talking about? That girl.
Yeah.
That girl in a group that like everybody dates because she's the only girl in the group. And she'll come up to me, she'll be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Da, 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 da. And I'm like, "Get off me."
Be gone, thought.
Be gone, thought. Get up off me.
So I'd say that like 20% of my customers are women, maybe a little less than 20%, maybe 15%.
Probably about right.
You know, I have a couple that have pull bags and stuff like that, but for the most part, I got guys from 30 to like 60, 65 is my customer base.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can keep track of all that stuff, so you know.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, I got women that come in, and I have you know teenagers and stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, it's definitely guys.
Do you sell manga too, or you just sell comic books?
I just do comic books because I didn't really know too much about manga. That's why I was asking you guys. But I've been getting into it more and reading more, so I'm gonna try to understand more so I can maybe carry that.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Komi Kitty said, well, I feel like the 50-50 also takes account for webcomic readers. And I've also seen like a similar argument with video games, like how they'll include games like phone games as a reason to say, oh, look, there are like 50% of the um, video game players are women, so you need to like advertise to women, but they don't take account that it's a different market.
Yeah.
Like how you have consoles compared to phone games. How many women will you know to go buy a console, then pay $60 for a video game that's an action-based video game, where that's very much a very male-dominated genre. It's like it's pretty much expecting to see um
That just
trying to
reminded me
think
of something too.
like
What
with
about oh, go ahead.
sorry, it sort of it's like saying, oh, like trying to market tampons to men or something. Like that's an idea. No. Maybe the other one, trying to market like a romance story to men. I was
What's
like,
wrong with that?
I know, but pretty much like that is a very female dominated
Keep
genre.
digging a hole, nerdy.
But here's the thing: I like romance genre. It's like my favorite one of the romance is Princess Bride, but that has action and everything in it.
Yes.
But again,
Inconceivable.
Yes,
so
and the
I
comedy.
got an idea. I want to write a young adult novel that's like marketed towards women, but when you open the book, it's like this crazy action book.
Yes.
Just like war and murder and all that, and barely any romance. Do you think that will sell? Like, put a nice, like, real pretty cover on it, and then market it towards women.
On the cover or something.
Yeah, and then market it towards women, and then it just not be like anything like it in the book.
Oh, you know what you should do is like market it. Make it like a My Little Pony design on the front of it. You really want young readers, and open it up and like first page, and then make it like the first page of Mr. Miracle, like a person like laying down, like bleeding all over themselves. Just like, whoa, that escalated.
Well, I know what you're doing here because you're saying basically what they're doing right now in Marvel Comics, because they're putting a really good cover on there for guys, and then when you get in there, it's a YA novel.
Right. It's people that aren't interested in comic books or superhero adventure stories, like we were talking about She-Hulk maybe the other day. There's some of the covers are really kind of cool, and then you open the book and you're like, "What is she going after this YouTube guy? What is going on?" Or she's going on a date, and what? So it's like you could do the same thing. We could invade the young adult novel section and just completely change it.
The same thing they're doing to us.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Speaking of that,
oh no, they'll probably say, "Oh no, we're misogynistic. You hate women writers and stuff." Like, and it's like, how dare you want to make this female safe zone into a male-dominated area?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they would do that. I was like, I'm predicting.
Get out of our space. So speaking of misleading stuff, I saw a book on the shelves, and it said it was written by James Tynion IV, and I was like, "Ooh, wonder what that is." And then I picked up, it was like Backstage or something like that is what it was called, and I opened it up, and it looked like Steven Universe on the inside.
Get out of here.
Backstagers or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. It looked terrible on the inside. And I was like, Jamie boy, what is you doing?
Isn't that from like Boom or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a bestseller at my comic book store. I don't know why of 2017 they have that on there. It's just like,
it's a bestseller at your store?
I'm a little bit shocked at that one too, but that might have been like a weekly thing. So it's like, oh, bestseller of the week, but they said of 2017. So I'm like, and there's like a whole bunch of Marvel stuff in there too. I'm like, and only one DC thing. I'm like, DC was number one. It was like it was two, and it was Mr. Miracle. So I'm like, wait, what? And that just sort of really shocked me, is like with how much of but most of the Marvel stuff was Star Wars. like with the good Star Wars stuff that I heard about. So it's just like with Darth Vader, and they tweeted it out, and I'm just like, I know this can't be true because I've seen some of the racks, and I'm like, they have so much Marvel still left, and they don't have very much Marvel. Whenever they have, like, they're coming back on Marvel, like ordering new Marvel, and yet they're still having Marvel like in the stuff, because they'll have a rack for like for comics for like since 3 months ago. They have a rack for all the newest ones of it every week, and then after that week is over, they'll move everything to the 3 month stack.
Yeah.
So,
somebody, Comic Kitty made a very good comment. She said and I'm going to tell you why they do this. She says, no wonder women don't read the comics because they have the cover geared towards men, and then you open it up and it's a YA novel. And we just talked about that. They do that because they're trying to keep the men. They're trying to keep the guys that actually read the comic books every day to still read the books, but then when they get inside, it's a YA novel and it's not a comic book.
It's crazy because I have a customer that comes in. She's probably like 13, 14, and like Batman, Flash, Superman. That's the stuff she buys. She's not buying America or She-Hulk.
Yeah, because they're going towards the classic characters that are good.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, the good-looking ones in tights.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like that they're buying them because they like the way that they look.
Oh.
It's like, oh, so this girl likes Batman? She must like him for his pointy ears. Gays won't buy it unless it's gay. That's what a man of action said.
Yes, exactly.
Gay people will buy anything because they're regular people just like us. The problem is you've got these alt humans that think that gay is like their personality. And that's all they have to distinguish themselves from every other alt human robot. And so then they think that these books have to be extraordinarily gay to point out that they're gay everywhere that they go. Like they wear a shirt that says gay because everybody has to know. And so they have these books like Iceman that come out, and they're not like actually based on gay characters. I don't know anybody that's gay that goes around saying I'm gay. Never happens. But anyway, I hope that something changes before long. But we've got all this weird. Somebody made a comment about it today. They said Steven Universe has ruined a lot of the comics, and I feel like it kind of has. You had these. See you later on Twitter. Okay, bye Donna. I'll see you later. Bye, bae. But anyway, so you've got Steven Universe, and you've got this bad art that has started creeping in, like Cartoon Network and comic books and things like that. And it's ruining stuff because, we used to have the really good art, and now it's making people like Ron Malin look like rock stars. Like I said in my Venom book today, because you got this terrible Steven Universe art that wouldn't even cut it in a Simpsons episode. And they're actually making like that's the book, like that's actually like top tier, and it's like no, it's not actually. Look at Ron Malin's stuff. Look at that guy Gerardo. I can't remember his name. The one that did, John Malin. Sorry, the guy that did the Venom book today. I mean, he blows everybody else out of the water at Marvel right now. You've got the guy that does all the Star Wars books. They pretty much have him doing like all the Star Wars books because he does such good art. Those people look like experts because you've got people that do the books like Runaways where they draw everybody 2D and they don't know anything about angles or anything about drawing women. And speaking of that, did you guys see where they altered John Malin's cover on that Cable book?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't notice it when I picked it up, but then like one of you guys in the chat said something, and I was like, "Oh, where'd her boobs go?"
Yeah, and why is her legs blue now?
It was so weird.
It's like, did you get so triggered that you had to cover up her thighs? I mean, she has two little slits on her leg that shows her skin, and it's probably like some kind of pantyhose or something, because you have to think about how those slits connect. How's those pants staying on?
And John was like, You got to ask the editor why.
Yeah, he said you'll have to ask the editing team. And I was like, oh, he is burning them hard today.
John will be working for DC soon.
John gonna be at Boom soon. He's gonna be over there drawing Go Power Rangers. Somebody said it was Gerardo Sandoval does Venom. Yeah, he did a fantastic job on Venom today. I loved it, and like I said, they said the editing they did was awful. Her boobs were now uneven. The cleavage line is just a straight dark. Yeah, because somebody went in there with like a pencil and drew over the boobs. Like they said, hey, you gotta fix that. And it's like when I used to have to fix pictures for people in my last line of work, sometimes people could not do it very well. And like I said, I just read the latest Venom. It's amazing. The art's great. And like I said, stuff like that stands out now because you have all these people that are so bad. Like, what's the guy that does the Klaus books? Like Don Mora.
Mm-hmm.
He's fantastic. And I'm sure he can just write his checks over there at Boom because there's not people like that anymore.
You guys were posting like Old Man Hawkeye art, and that looked phenomenal.
I know. And I think maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe they're going to start hiring these good artists again, to come back in and do stuff. And maybe things will pick up. Stanley's appearance was apparently canceled at the Arizona Coyotes pregame due to all this crap that's been going on. Wow.
Yeah, I would assume that would start happening. That he's going to lay low for a while.
Yeah, but hopefully they'll give him time to rest and get everything sorted out. And cat. She almost knocked out my headphones.
But
all right.
Yeah, hopefully that'll get figured out. But you know what it is? It's guilty until proven guilty. It's like you're guilty. You're just guilty. That's all there is to it.
Well, like that kind of stuff kind of stays with you your whole career, I guess. If something there's like an allegation about something, and even if it's proven untrue, that still will be a percentage of people will still think you did it, no matter
Always.
what. No matter what. And they'll bring it back up, 10, 15 years later when you're doing some other project. They'll be like, well, so-and-so, blah, 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 even if it's completely untrue. So it really kind of damages your image.
It does forever, and you'll never be able to get it back. It'll always be damaged. So speaking of stuff that damages your image for the rest of your life, I watched like 4 or 5 episodes of that Devilman Crybaby.
Oh man, that show was
that?
freaking phenomenal. I love it.
Where do you find this stuff?
Devilman Crybaby.
Look it up. It's Devilman Crybaby. Look it up.
It's on Netflix.
When you watch it, make sure there's no like small children around when you're watching that.
Oh
yes.
Oh gosh, I just triggered Comic Kitty. She said Devilman.
Yeah.
So I was talking to her a little bit about that. We're going back and forth DMing about it. The show is rough. Like I remember the first show too. That's why I was kind of expecting to be that way. But when I'm expecting things like the first show, I'm expecting a lot of violence. Like I'm expecting a lot of people getting their like heads ripped out their butt and things like that. I wasn't expecting every issue or every episode so far to have like super intense sex scenes. Like constantly, all the time.
Could I intervene right here real quick?
Go ahead.
All right. So for me, when I was watching Devilman Crybaby, it felt really primal. Like they grabbed the nitty gritty of human nature, survival, just pretty much survival and trying to repopulate. They grabbed the basics.
Lust.
Yes, they grabbed the basics of human nature and just threw it on each and every episode. And the pacing was so fast. It felt like, you were taking in everything all at once.
It felt like you were Devilman. It felt like all of your senses was getting bombarded constantly.
Yes, and this show really kicked it up a notch from the old anime, and the manga too. It was a manga, whatever you want to pronounce it, but it was so freaking good. You know,
I'm
I mean,
watching it right now. I
Devil
just turned it
Man.
on.
They must have knew that the show was coming out because Devil Man was at BAM today when I went and looked. They had like the first issue, and I think it was Devil Man Crybaby, but it looked like the original art, so it may have been the original one. But somebody said it's PG compared to the guy's Violence Jack.
yeah.
I hadn't seen that, but I mean, it does make a lot of sense. And like somebody said, hey, this show is geared towards teenagers. And I was like, whoa, that makes sense because teenagers are like so hormonal. There's all these things going on. They love violence. They love nudity. It would make sense that they would be geared towards them. But like you're saying, it does make a lot of sense that they're doing it because Devil Man is a very primal character, and he's like competing with Akira's like sense of sensibility.
Yes.
So he's like constantly bombarding him and all of his senses with all this carnal stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty much like the ultimate good and evil, like show. You think one side's doing good while in reality, they're doing evil. It's it's all just a complete, mind blink, the complete mind trick.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah.
I know what you're saying. And it does a lot. So far, it's been pretty close to the original because, like, I was reading through. Comic Kitty said there was a heroic rape scene. Only in anime could you have a heroic rape scene, and it's funny because she said that, and I knew exactly what she was talking about.
I know exactly what she's talking about. Yeah.
Is that bad that I knew exactly what she was talking about?
She was talking about, yeah.
But so I'm reading
just wait
through
till episode 9.
I'm flipping through that issue, and I'm seeing a lot of the TV show. So apparently they were pretty close to the original with this new TV show, except for the rapping. The rapping got on my nerves bad. Asian people don't rap, okay? They can't. It makes they're really choppy, and it's weird, and they're overly aggressive in some of the rhymes. They don't need to be. And I was like, oh man, this is hard. This is hurting me. But other than that, it was a pretty good show. You just you had to get over all the graphicness and everything. But I mean, it is Devil Man, so I mean, I guess I knew what I was getting into. Dark Philly says I should listen to French rap. Well, I've never really had the occasion come up where I said, let me turn on my music app. Let me go to my new station. I'm gonna create a station. I'm gonna go to French rap. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull that up, and we're gonna listen to some French. That's never actually happened, so maybe I need to. Maybe I need to get into that. Maybe there's a French rap artist out there that I don't know about that's really good and up and coming. Need to get into that stuff.
Let's do this. Love, Marry, Kill. Let's do this.
You ready for the Love, Marry, Kill?
I've been ready for this. Oh my God, I've been ready for this.
I should have sent you the list and let you get a little practice in.
No, I didn't need no practice, man. I got this.
Expand your horizons. Oh gosh, French rap sounds like a desert or something. How does? Oh, like a dessert. That's what you meant, like a dessert French rap. I guess that could be good. I got this new French wrap down there at that restaurant after I got my steak. Man, it was good. Had all that kind of caramel on there. So, I got a good list, guys. I got a good list today. And we can do more than one, but I've got one really good one. Then we can just like pull random people if you want to. But so, here is my first list, okay? Love, Marry, Kill. We're going to go with Spider-Woman. But we're going to go with the original Spider-Woman, the one that everybody likes.
Jessica Drew.
Yep, the one that's on that cover that everybody likes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do Emma Frost. And we're also going to do Black Cat.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so whoever's ready, go first.
I'm ready.
You ready? Go for it, son.
Yep.
I believe in you.
So, I'm going to love Black Cat. I'm going to marry. This is going to come left field. The original Spider-Woman.
Okay.
And I'm going to kill Emma Frost.
You're going to kill Emma Frost?
I'm going to kill Emma Frost. That woman has jealousy, man.
She's got some issues. I'll give you that. But she can read your mind. Nobody need that.
I don't. Yeah, nobody got time for that.
Nobody needs that. They already overthink enough. You don't need them reading your mind.
Exactly. This is way too easy, man.
Somebody said, love Black Cat, marry Emma, kill Spider Woman. Why are you gonna kill Spider Woman? She's a hard-working lady. Bye bye. Somebody said bye bye, Frost.
Bye-bye, fuck. Yep.
Y'all just afraid she's gonna turn into a diamond at an inappropriate time.
Oh,
Y'all gonna die.
It's gonna be a rough time. So, who's next?
Go ahead, Nerdy.
okay.
Hmm.
Man, who? I would. It's so hard because if I marry Emma Frost, then like I could use her powers to pretty much like figure out if anyone wants to kill me, and then it's like use her as a shield when she turns into a diamond. That could be a practical thing.
Yeah.
But Black Cat would be a lot more adventurous. Same with Spider Woman. Like, it would be awesome to be able to. Man, this is a really, really hard decision.
How's that hard, man?
I love it. Pull the trigger, man. Guns on your head, guns at your forehead. We're gonna pull the trigger. You got to do something.
I would marry Emma Frost.
Nerdy would die in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had no time. Yeah,
Why can't I just have a harem?
You can't have the harem. I'm sorry. You got to pick one. This is not an anime. You can't have a harem. Do you want to let nostalgia go?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah, wait, DMI, yeah.
Or let DMI go. Go ahead, DMI.
All right, I'm gonna marry Emma Frost.
Okay.
Yeah, I am gonna love Spider Woman. I'm gonna kill Black Cat.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Black Cat is gonna give you bad luck. I'm telling you.
That's true. Nobody remembered that, but you did.
I can't do it. Spider Woman uses pheromones, so you're not gonna be able to not love Spider Woman.
Okay.
And Emma Frost uses mind control, so she could trick you into marrying her. So there it is.
Okay.
Bro, she could just turn into a diamond and cut your wang off while you're in the middle of doing it. Good luck.
Oh.
I trust my wife not to do that.
Now you done messed with Nerdy's head. Nerdy's gonna have to rethink his whole life now. All right, Nerdy, you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Love, marry, kill.
I would I'm thinking I'll probably now marry Black Cat.
Okay.
Have Emma Frost as my lover, and
and compadre.
Spider Woman. I'm sorry, Spider Woman.
Oh no! I think two of y'all killed Spider Woman.
I did. This is why it was so hard.
That was a tough one.
I know.
I really like Spider Woman.
This is why I wanted. This is why I wanted option 4 harem.
There's no.
All right, so
get out of here.
I'm going to. Okay, so ready. I'm going to kill Emma Frost. I'm going to love Black Cat. And I'm going to marry Spider Woman.
Your boy.
Because Spider Woman's a hardworking lady. Okay.
Yes.
She's got
a kid.
She's got a kid, so I ain't got to worry about nothing. It's already done.
We're done. We done.
You get to skip all the bad stuff. You done.
You always got to find a babysitter now.
I ain't got to find a babysitter. It's a spider kid. Just stick them to the ceiling. It'll stick.
You're gonna have Ben Urich coming over all the time watching the kid.
There you go. That works out just fine. And you're gonna have to take him to the airport all the time. You're gonna be talking to your wife, Spider Woman, about why are you tired all the time? I don't know. I just feel down. By the way, I gotta go see Ben again. Talk to you later.
Yes.
So here's your next one. Here's your next one, guys.
All right, let's do it.
This is gonna be a tough one. Okay.
All right, I hope.
We're gonna go with a Scarlet Witch,
Okay.
Black Widow,
Ooh.
and Psylocke.
Oh man. Okay, I got it.
Ooh.
I got it.
Okay.
I am going to marry Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
I am
Trying to deal with
going.
her brother all the time.
He could die anytime. I don't know.
It's true.
He could
I never see it coming.
I am going to love Black Widow and kill off Psylocke.
Oh man.
Yeah,
You
this
hit-
is a tough one.
You
You
hit me
did a
right in the
good one.
feels, dude.
You did a good one. This is a tough choice because
Ooh.
I mean you pissed off Psylocke, man. You done. Like you
Mhm.
done, son. Like, and we already know Scarlet Witch can be a good housewife if need be. So
Somebody said Scarlet Witch, no more infidelity. No more.
yeah, exactly.
Polo's here. Hey Polo, what's up? So who's next? See, that's what happened. I mentioned Psylocke and there's Polo. Bam.
I think
course,
I
Polo.
would marry Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
I would love Psylocke, and I would kill Black Widow because you can't trust Black Widow. She's always looking out for her best interest. You got to kill Black Widow.
Oh, I see. I understand. It's a good choice. Good choice. So Comic Kitty says, marry Scarlet Witch, love Black Widow, kill Psylocke. Okay, a lot of people
Good
killing
girl.
Psylocke.
Thanks, Tom.
So is anybody else left? Anybody else next?
Nerdy?
Nerdy.
Yeah.
Nerdy, you got to pick something.
I know.
Come on, Nerdy.
They're not real, Nerdy.
I know. I would shoot, but I'm trying to think of it. It's like, what if they were real? It's like trying to like put me in.
So you
like,
gotta
imagine me. Like,
add an obstacle.
I know. It's like I think of all the history that they went through because like
You're sitting there trying to figure out a Rubik's cube. You just add another side.
I know
Just to add one.
Scarlet Witch. Like she had that one, like the House of M, where she messed up reality because her child died and had all that. So it's like, do we really need to go through that again? Possibility that would be the end of the world. Again.
That's a rough Friday night right there.
I know.
Yeah.
You're gonna be taking her to Sizzler, and then something bad's gonna happen, and then she just messes up all reality.
I know. But then Psylocke, she could kill me very easily.
She's also got telepathy, just like Edwin said. A lot of people forget that Psylocke's got telepathy.
Oh yeah.
They're too busy looking at the rear section, and they forget about the top head section.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think. Is this canon with Black Widow with her not being able to have children, or movie? But it's just
You're
like,
so funny. You're so funny, Nerdy. You are overthinking this so hard, and I love it.
I know. That's my one problem. I always overthink stuff. It's
See,
just like,
Edwin makes a very good point. I don't lie to my wife. I don't want her to notice every crazy thought that comes across my mind. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already had one that can already have one that can read my mind, so I don't need another. So I'm going to probably kill Psylocke. I'm sorry, Psylocke. And I would marry Scarlet.
Oh, there's Polo.
Scarlet Witch and love Black Widow.
Okay. Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choices. I like those.
This
All right,
is a really easy one.
So super Dark Water is gonna be like Psylocke.
Marry Psylocke, fuck Psylocke, and kill Psylocke.
Okay. Yeah. See, it's in that order too.
No, actually, Wait, what is the 3 options again? Marry, love, kill?
Yep.
Is love just mean have sex? What does
It's
that
nasty,
mean?
dirty sex.
No, it means when you have an emotional bond with another person and you want to share yourself with them. God, Polo.
So why wouldn't I?
Quit being
Why
so
wouldn't I marry
misogynistic.
her? But it's not married. It's different than what?
It's exactly what you're thinking, Polo.
It's adultery.
Okay.
We
infidelity.
rated
Well-
it. We rated it PG for all the women.
I think what I would
This
do
is a Christian
is
channel, sir.
I think I would have to kill. Yeah, I'd probably kill Black Widow, and marry Psylocke, obviously, and love Scarlet Witch.
Okay. I think those are very good choices.
Because Scarlet Witch is probably completely insane. You don't want to like spend the rest of your life with her.
I
But
don't know. Somebody's cracking me up right now because he's like, "What is love, baby? Don't hurt me." Come on. It's like this morning whenever I was doing all the game lyrics, and it kept working out with everything that y'all were saying in the chat. And I was like, "It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about control, and if you can take it." It just worked out perfectly.
it's all about money and how you save it.
Oh, deep. Like that.
I started playing this Devil Man Crybaby while you guys were talking, and I'm in like the strip club scene.
Yeah, it's like first
the
episode,
Sabbath.
5 minutes.
Sabbath,
This guy's getting a Hummer right now. What the heck?
Did anybody
boy.
watch? Did anybody watch the Animatrix?
Oh, I own it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
own it.
the animation for Devilman Crybaby reminded me of one of the Animatrix where he's like running the track race one.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Oh.
Like and where
The animation is similar.
I have not watched the Devil Man, but that's because I don't have a streaming. I don't have Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, none of that. All my money's going into college. I paid $900 already for books.
Oh yeah, that's why
Yeah.
you just get one of your friends to send you the password to their account and just
There you
borrow
go.
theirs.
I got somebody that
Oh
sent me
no,
the
it was
password to
$200 on CPA just for one sheet of paper.
somebody,
$200 for a code.
somebody shares their Crunchyroll password with me, so I get on Crunchyroll all the time.
Yeah, I got Verve,
Oh.
man. I got all that stuff, so I'm good to go. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, most
boy.
animation you can find on Kiss Cartoon. Just look up on Kiss Cartoon.
Kids cartoon.
Is that going to be porn,
Mhm.
Polo?
No,
Don't be
it's a
surprised.
good website
Are
for
you
streaming
trying
animation.
to solicit porn right now?
How'd you know?
Polo.
My new
I
my
can't
new
believe
job,
you
actually.
guys.
I didn't get a job at Amazon. I actually just got a job in porn.
That's what it was. They said the nerdy Texan is so nice and clean, no bootleg streaming. Amazon Prime has an anime package. What? Not sure if it's good or not. What?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. But I don't know anything too much. I just know that they
What up,
have
Dark
it.
Philly?
I also know that they actually have a full moon channel as well on Amazon Prime.
Hey, what'd I say about porn?
No, full moon, like Puppet Master, the Puppet Master series.
Oh, Puppet Master.
Yeah, Demonic Toys, like that full moon, the one by Charles Band.
I like Puppet Master. That was a cool, those were cool movies back in the day.
Oh no, they're still making them. The latest one just came out last year.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What did you just say to me?
They're still making them. I own 10 Puppet Master movies. The latest one came out last year.
Don't play with me. Harry.
I'm not.
Gator don't play. Gator ain't never been about playing.
You
Get
can
it
look
on
it up.
Play-Doh.
They had a reboot of the series, and the
Gator
last
going to
movie,
Google this right now. Wow, I may have to check that. Is it any good though, or is it like one of those, like weird remakes where it's like really bad?
I have not gotten to. I own 2 of the movies, but I have not gotten to them yet. I'm watching them all in order. I'm on movie 5 right now.
You're one of those guys.
Yes.
So
I have.
what I like to do is I like to go in and like if there's a movie set of like 6 movies, I'll go in there and I'll watch like the 4th one first, and then like the 2nd one, and then like the 6th one, just to piss off all the purists.
I told y'all
triggered.
I told y'all me and Blotter we're watching the Star Wars backwards, right? We're on episode 3. We literally, because we went and saw Last Jedi, and then we watched Force Awakens, and then Return of the Jedi, then Empire Strikes Back. It's so awkward because it's like I know what's going on, but I don't even know.
The only thing I'll ever go out of order is Star Wars. But I watch 4, 5, and 6. Then I'll watch 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Yeah, I do it in order of year made. Also, by quality. You know, like basically the first trilogy is the best. And then I've seen the latest of the Disney movies, all except for Last Jedi. That one, I'm like, after hearing all the stuff, I'm like, no, I'm not going to go see it. They won't get my money that easily. But it's just like, but I watched the Star Wars TV shows and all that. But it's just like, I'm a completionist, and I like to do things in order because it makes sense to me. Unless you're doing an epic poem, which if it is, then I'll know it'll be okay, middle, beginning, end.
Yeah.
And that's
all right, you got one more
there. Edwin just said something really funny. We're talking about the Love, Marry, Kill, and he said, well, come on, she isn't much to look at, but she can make that big hand, though.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, you don't do SJW characters, did you?
I didn't do any of them, did I?
Oh, my God. You need to do one for next time.
I'm going to stream The Last Jedi at a spot. Will you just go ahead and do that, Comic Kitty? You go ahead and do that, and you watch how many friends you lose. You just do that. But so yeah, if I'd done SJW characters, I would probably do. I don't know.
Ms. Marvel, Gwenpool.
I really don't like any of them.
Is Gwenpool SJW character?
She is. They made her into one basically.
Ms. Marvel.
She's not, but
Ms. Marvel, Gwenpool, Carl Manvers.
Okay, good choices. Go for it.
Oh, I go first?
Yep, you go first. You picked it out.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, Eva.
I'm going to marry Gwenpool because she's the cutest.
Okay.
Love, I don't know. You got to go with love Carl Manvers,
okay,
I guess. And you got to kill Ms. Marvel because she's underage.
I find it funny. I find it funny that you chose to love the man-looking one and kill the girl one.
I found it funny that you kill her because she's underage.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I'd
so
kill
you
her
kill the
for
kid.
completely different reasons.
Oh, whoa.
It's kind of PG, this channel, so.
Oh. She hears, okay, bye, Comic Kitty, go eat your chicken. I'm not going to make any kind of Asian food comments about that either.
You just did.
Anyway, so next. Who's up next?
I'll do it.
So wait, are you? Oh yeah, go.
Oh man, this is gonna be hard. This is a hard one because I hate all three of them. All right, so I am going to love Gwenpool. I am going to marry Carl Manvers. And I'm going to kill Kamala Khan.
Huh.
Reason I would marry Carl Manvers is because she is so independent. She don't need no man. So I can do whatever I want.
So you wouldn't even have to ever even see her because she wouldn't be there.
Exactly.
She's been around the house.
She'd be too busy like slapping some underage.
She'd be too busy trying to get a space
Oh.
station.
I'm not even going to point out that she's always working with like underage kids in her programs. So she starts acting like a man, and then she starts dealing with like lots of children all the time.
Oh, he's gone.
Anyway,
Whoever's having mic trouble.
So who's next?
I guess I'll be next.
Go ahead, sir.
I think I would marry. Gwenpool.
Mhm.
This is really like one like
Every
I
time
wanna
we
do
get to
any
you,
of
it's the
this.
same thing.
like, can I not? Can I just not do anything? Or just like I'm just walking away,
You're
walking away
walking
from
away.
all that.
Okay, I understand. I'd probably
It's
walk
like
away too.
Your P
That's my
levels are
choice.
just
dropping.
like,
Your P
and then
levels are
like
dropping.
because I don't want to marry or love any of them. Almost, it's just like no, no. Maybe I'll do this. I'll marry Carol Manvers, love Gwenpool, kill Miss Marvel, again underage. That's why I have to kill her. I'm sorry. Death to children, I guess. Oh no. This is going to get demonetized instantly, isn't it?
Instantly.
I apologize.
It already got demonetized a long time ago when I put misogyny in the description.
It was over.
Wimple's cute, so at least it's like it's like I think she looks cute a lot better than Heather Antos. So, but Carol members, and I think if we can reverse the SJW-ness out of her, then it's like it's gonna be good life.
If she starts taking her estrogen again, it
Yes.
might fix some things.
Ah,
So here's the deal. Here's what I'm going to pick, and it's going to make you guys laugh so hard. All right, so I'm going to kill Carl Manners. I'm going to. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to love Kamala Khan, and I'm going to marry Gwynpool.
You lolicon.
You know why?
you lolicon.
Because she can change all of her proportions to be like a full-size woman. How about that? How about that? So she could look just like the old Miss Marvel if she wanted to. She'd just stick her finger in her mouth and blow herself up like a balloon.
Dig your grave right now. Dig your...
So she's turning into Luffy, like stage 3 from One Piece, like where he gets giant big and he does that. Have you seen One Piece?
Yes.
I'm now picturing that with her doing it.
Exactly. It'd be like an old cartoon skit where she just blow herself up with her finger. And then bam.
Oh my god. Where does she need to blow to?
She just keep blowing that finger until everything gets to where it needs to be.
What else does she need to blow to?
Savage Berserker says, Chris Hansen would like to have a word with you. Why don't you have a seat? And Dartfully says, well, Kamala, if she's drawn like some sort of anime, that makes it okay, right? Well, of course that makes it okay. Because then she looks like she's a little kid and she's actually 27. Because that's the way animes work.
She's
If we
not
go by Marvel's
27.
27?
No,
And
She's
then
not 27.
And then
She's just
on
gonna look it.
animes, guys look 34 and they're 12. Because all the good guys are like 15 years old, but they look 30.
so weird.
Like Devilman, he looks like a full-grown man. He's like a little kid.
Dude, I can't believe
Or
you made me
JoJo.
watch that. I just watched that whole first episode. What the hell?
I know. I had to make myself watch it. I was like, just do it, dude. Just do it.
Have you seen
It
Star
gets more
Crusader?
depraved.
It doesn't get any better because they keep replaying the club scene like over every episode.
What is
And
the
it's all
deal?
the same stuff. And then at one point, he starts having these weird, like, wet dreams about all this carnal stuff and everything. And then he wakes up and there's like stuff all over his ceiling.
Yeah. To explain that first episode to you, DMI, it's pretty much they're at a party called the Sabbath, and the Sabbath is supposed some of these demons are supposed to take over your body, and so they get very sexual, get very primal in that in that party,
Uh-huh.
but that summons the demons into their body. So you see them transform and stuff like that because the ritual's still going on while they're dancing and banging and doing all that.
Yeah, the one dude was still humping, man. And then what the hell's going on?
That was a terrible time. I mean, I can't believe they interrupted that like that. That was awful.
No, right? No decency, man.
At least
My new favorite show. It's crazy.
I guess give him a proper reach around.
All right, so okay, the options are Gwenpool, Carl Manvers, and Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And I would like to
All
point
right.
out one thing. I'd like to point out one thing before you go. Is Gwenpool not underage as well?
Like what?
Gwenpool's of age.
Oh, she's of age. Oh, you
Oh,
checked
good.
on this? Okay, cool. Go ahead,
I
Polo.
made sure.
Mhm.
Okay, so what I would do is I would love Carl Manvers so that she would do whatever I wanted, and I would tell her to kill Gwenpool for me. Takes care of both of those. And then I would marry Invisible Woman because I would hook up Mr. Fantastic with Kamala Khan and then just take Invisible Woman from him. So
Okay.
What?
Interesting-
Invisible Woman wasn't part of the equation. here.
Interesting strategy, Carl. Let's see if that,
she
see if
came
that
into the
works
strategy
for
when I took Miss Marvel over to Mr. Fantastic's house and was like, hey, you guys do the same thing.
Y'all do the same thing.
Yeah.
Except it turned out that Invisible Woman was actually like the Invisible Woman on that TV show that was a knockoff where it was like Johnny Quest and she could only make her skin invisible.
No, she can turn invisible, but she can only turn into Wonder Woman's plane.
Oh. Okay. Well, that could save me some money on transportation. Somebody said Kate Bishop, America Chavez, and Squirrel Girl. Ooh.
No, this is easy.
This
What?
is
He
Is
said
this
Palacio from around the
This is
corner.
easy.
Who are the choices?
Can we
again?
do
Kate
Japanese
Bishop.
girl? Squirrel girl. Japanese squirrel girl because at least that one.
we're
at least she
doing the
looks
regular
cute.
Squirrel Girl Texan.
No.
Yes.
Wait,
It's Kate
I got
Bishop, America Chavez, and Squirrel Girl for everybody that didn't hear it.
for
I
SJW
got
squirrel girl.
All right, can I go
I'm
first?
trying to find something.
Go first, son. Go first.
I'm gonna marry America Chavez because
Good choice.
you know that I have a thing for Latin women.
I didn't know that. I did not know that, damn I? I didn't know that by going to your feed.
Are you stalking me again?
And it shows up in all of our DMs. It blows over.
So we got Squirrel Girl and Kate Bishop. Oh, I love Kate Bishop, and I would totally kill Squirrel Girl.
Yep.
So you would kill a mentally challenged person.
I mean, it has to be done sometimes. I mean,
Take them out back. I mean, they're defective anyway. Just take them out back and shoot them like you would
I
like
mean,
a different animal. Or
she's
something.
part animal.
Yeah.
You can't. They're
Mhm.
gonna just suffer living like that.
I
You
mean,
have
that would
to-
technically be bestiality anyway. So
Yeah, I can't do that.
you're doing the Lord's work.
What the?
Mm.
Okay, I got this. All right, so I would marry America Chavez because my mother, she is Puerto Rican, and she would love to have me marry a Latin woman, which I will never do.
Okay.
That's how crazy they are. I
That's
would
the
love.
fun of it.
I would love. You know what? My mother still sleeps with a machete on her bed, so that tells you something. I would love.
Is your mom in a cartel?
Huh? No,
Your mo-
but she actually got that machete as a gift from my granddad, and so she like cleans it at least once a month and sharpens it, keeps it sharp. But anyways, I would love Kate Bishop, and I would kill off Squirrel Girl because that thing needs to disappear.
How did it get this far? We're in the dark part of YouTube right now, Black Shinobi. We're in that dark part of YouTube. When you've been clicking on like the zip videos for like 20 minutes, and now you're into like the alien conspiracies and stuff, that's where we're at.
Well, let me tell you. Actually, you have not even been to some of the darker parts. It's actually very cringe and comedy stuff. It's like compilations, and it's like,
You're not getting out of your choices.
I know, darn it.
Yeah.
Don't delay the inevitable.
I
Hurry
know.
up and list them.
Kill Squirrel Girl. Nope. It's like if it was Japanese Squirrel Girl, I would love,
Okay.
but no, if it's regular, sorry, I have to
Okay.
kill you all.
Hmm.
Then I would marry, I guess, America Chavez because how awesome it is to go through the universe and like different dimensions. That would be awesome. And love. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
somebody
blank.
said they would marry me. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
You're so sweet.
Your T level
Right.
drop.
they
That
would kill
wasn't part of the
me.
game.
My T level,
Can't marry
my T levels
underground.
just went like my T levels just went through the roof.
Wait, I'm the one who gets killed in that one.
Somebody's got to go. Okay, and it just happened to be you.
Yep.
I'll sharpen the machete. His mom's got one.
Your boy.
So go ahead, nerdy. Go ahead.
Yep, I would love Kate Bishop because she's super awesome with
Did you just say Kate Bishop and awesome in the same sentence?
Well, pretty much, I guess technically with archery, a lot better than me, but not as good as regular Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. And that's it. Kill
Okay.
Squirrel Girl, marry, America, kill Kate, love Kate.
Okay.
Kill everyone off.
Okay, so let's get ready for my choices here. Okay. So, Squirrel Girl is going to die in a tragic medication overdose because I was caring for her with her mental retardation and I actually gave her too many pills. And she passed away peacefully in the night. And so we give her a nice little,
right?
Yep, we give her a nice little burial. Now, as far as how the other 100 squirrels died, I'm not sure how they died as well, but we dug little holes for them as well.
Are you sure? I think my grandma would have probably eaten those squirrels.
Somebody said the nuts were poisoned. We poisoned the nut tree and they all died. So she died tragically in the night peacefully. So now I'm going to marry Kate Bishop because you guys forgot that she's rich.
Wow.
And I'm going to love America Chavez, and then after that we're going to sit around and speak fake Spanish to each other, and it's going to be really fun. We're just going to be like, oh, buenos dias, oh, okay, Taco Bell. She'll be like, ah, that's so funny. She'll be like, I'm Latino, you don't understand.
Wait, who's Kate Bishop?
Hawkeye.
Really, dude?
Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm not Marvel.
He's pure.
You're a fake geek.
On the SJW Marvel.
Just kidding. Yeah, she's the new Hawkeye, so to speak. Like so here's the deal with that.
But I just read a comic book with Hawkeye in it. So there's a Hawkeye and a young Hawkeye?
Yeah, here's the deal. I'll tell you the backstory on her, why it's so pathetic. Okay, so basically, Kate Bishop is like a rich girl that decided she wanted to open up her own detective agency and just decided that she was going to become like the best at doing any kind of like arrows and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then was just good. That's what come of that. And I was like, really? Really? So I said it's
so she's like Green Arrow and Jessica Jones combined.
Basically. All right, she just decided that she was going to be awesome and then was awesome.
But Green Arrow took time to become awesome, and we saw that he was stuck on the island.
She literally done nothing to become what she is.
Is she hot?
Not really. She looks like she looks kind of like Kamala Khan, but like older.
Okay, well then my answers are easy. Kill whoever that person is that you just explained to me.
Oh no!
Love Squirrel Girl because come on, just put her face in the pillow. It's fine.
Oh no!
And then
you got to deal with the tail still.
Oh,
definitely
he likes that. That's his favorite part.
Oh man!
You need to slow down. You need to slow down on that smoking.
You can yank on the tail. So
I would
marry America Chavez because she's actually not even that unattractive. So
she's probably the prettiest one of the group.
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
Yeah.
But as soon as she opened her mouth, I'd be like, "Bish!" Just slap her right across the mouth. Because that's what we do.
Well, in my head canon, like she's being forced to talk like Gabby Rivera. Like she actually talks normally, like outside of the continuity. But it's just like a horrible game that Marvel's playing.
What if she's like really a normal person? Like on Gwenpool, how you can kind of change the comics, and then the comics is the ones that make her crazy and stuff.
Well, didn't America Chavez used to be like on the Exiles or something, and she was normal?
She's not a new character.
She was on Young Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
So she was normal.
They said she was found Squirrel Girl was found face down in a pillow with a Nurkish family suicide gun to the back of her.
Man.
How did we come to
Polo, you dark. You dark, Polo. This got bad really fast. Turkish family suicide gun.
We got to do one more.
So,
we got to do one
Polo.
more.
So Polo's apparently a furry then. I didn't know that about him.
No shame.
New out every day. All right, so we've had some good ones. Hey guys, in the comment section, give us the next three. Give us the next three for the Love, Marry, Kill.
Yeah.
We're just gonna wait just a second.
Are you watching the next episode there, DMI?
No, I turned it off, man. It's close to my bedtime. I can't go to bed with that.
That's kind of like when I thought when I was looking at Squirrel Girl.
We're gonna be back over.
Somebody said Nurkina, She-Hulk, and Melissa Moore.
Oh man, I can't do that one.
I can't do that.
That one. Come on.
No.
All right. Somebody said Storm. Somebody said Storm, Sue Storm, and Mary Jane Watson. Somebody said Yas. Yas Queensley.
I think we already did that one.
I think we did those. Yeah, I think we did those.
I think we did Storm. Yeah.
I like the Nurkina list. That's pretty funny.
No.
Good lord.
So I wouldn't kill any of them. I'd just kill me. That'd be quick. Then I wouldn't have to answer any of the rest.
I think you would get catfished on like every one of those. All right,
We need a redhead list.
We've already done Gwenpool, Man of Action.
We need a redhead. Oh.
Polo thinks he got booted. I don't think he got booted. I think his phone's just trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is because I heard it go off.
Oh.
His phone is trash.
How about Tara? Who else could we do? Katana. And I know we already done Psylocke. I'm trying to think who else could we do.
Are we doing SJW?
He's picking like femme fatales. It seems like he's kind of going for.
And Jubilee. How about Jubilee? I'm just guessing, trying to think anyone else.
Wait a second, Nerdy. I think we've just been handed the list.
Oh God, what is it?
Sonya, Batgirl, and Jean Grey. They're all redheads, just like you asked.
Oh man. Oh, this is hard.
Oh,
Super Dark Warrior's back. He booted up his iPhone 1.
All right, I got it.
It said the call. It was like the call has been failed, or I don't even know what happened.
It may have lost signal and it just cut it off.
Oh, weird.
I got this.
Dark Philly, quit making your sexual innuendos in the group chat, or you will be booted.
Yeah, what I miss?
we're all getting redheads.
All right, so the list is Sonya, Batgirl, and Jean Grey. They're all redheads.
Sonya, remind me who that is.
Red Sonya.
Yeah.
Oh, Red Sonya.
Red Sonya. All right, I got it. This is gonna be rough, but I got it.
Okay.
So I would marry Jean Grey.
Okay.
I would love Sonya, and I'd have to kill off Batgirl.
Okay.
Oh, that hurt.
That hurt you right in the feels.
That hurt me deep. I'm not gonna lie. That went. Oh. I'll be quiet for a moment. Go ahead.
Wait, are any of them Latin? Oh,
No.
this is easy for me. This is easy for
Katana's
me.
Asian, if that counts.
This is easy. I'm gonna kill Jean Grey because she's gonna turn into crazy Phoenix lady. No way.
Okay.
I'll marry Red Sonja, and I'll love Batgirl.
Okay.
Wrong.
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 Wrong. Sad. It's just sad. It's wrong. All right, who's next?
I don't know. I'm debating.
You're debating. This is not debate club. This is He-Man Woman Haters Club.
I just can't think of the last time I was like, damn, Batgirl's sexy. Like, what? It's just Batgirl.
Well, apparently it was good enough for Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was like the one and only time in the Killing Joke.
And Nightwing and Batgirl got around.
Yeah, okay, so kill Batgirl.
Okay.
Because she's just a little.
You just put her back in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I'll just pull a Joker and kill her. And then love Red Sonja because have you seen Red Sonja? And marry Jean Grey because she doesn't have to become the Phoenix in my world. We'll just keep her regular Jean Grey.
Okay. I see you there, Polo. Anybody else? Are we waiting on Nerdy again?
I'm sorry.
Oh my God,
Okay,
Nerdy!
I would
You've had enough time.
Yes. I would marry Jean Grey. I would love Red Sonja and kill Batgirl.
Good choice.
Good choices. All good choices.
It's just so hard.
Okay.
That's what.
Anybody else?
No,
Polo.
Is this me?
Yes,
Yeah,
you. It's you.
I'm over here. My phone's blowing up. Everybody send me Snapchats. Okay, so let's look at my list here. So what was our list again?
What?
Red
It's Batgirl,
Sonja,
Red
Jean
Sonja,
Grey.
and Jean Grey.
I know. So what I'm going to do is, I'm
God, your
going
hair too
to.
blue. Your blue hair dye is seeping through into your brain.
I know. It's not blue. That guy was an idiot. So anyway, I'm going to have to kill Jean Grey because she's psychic and I can't have that. I'm going to have to love Sonja and marry Batgirl. And this is why. That's why I'm going to marry Batgirl. Because she can't get away from me. She's in a wheelchair.
What? Wait, what? She
Huh?
can't get away from you.
Mm-mm. So I can be just as jerkish as I want. How about that?
God. Killing me, guys. You're killing me with this list, man. Yeah, this is bad.
No shame in my game.
Ugh.
Plus, so you just flip the tables. Duh. That's what I do.
All right.
And see if she starts acting out, if she starts acting a fool, I'll just pull some kind of fake sexual harassment lawsuit on her.
All right. Should we all do one comic book we should pick up for the week? And
Yeah, go ahead, man.
all right. So I picked up a crap ton of comic books this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would have you guys pick up. I picked up issue 2. Well, no, I don't want to do that one. Let's do Action Comics. Action Comics $9.95.
I got
you guys
that.
should pick it up.
I got it.
It is super dope. The art
which
is
cover did you get?
amazing. I got the one with them on the monitor. It says
Okay,
wanted
yeah.
on it.
That's the one I got too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Dan Jurgens did the cover.
Yes, it's super dope, and the art is amazing. The story's getting good, so I would suggest you guys pick it up if you haven't in the chat.
I didn't know that I like Booster Gold, but I really like Booster Gold after reading this.
Yes. And the ending is just freaking dope.
I'll read it tonight.
Yes, do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. All right, who's next? Easy.
Well, I didn't get any new comics, sadly. Well, I bought old ones, to add to my collection, but they just didn't have any new comics when I went.
Hey. Sorry, not
So
you.
sadly,
My dog.
So pretty much, it was because they got the shipment late, and so. But I got Silver Surfer Superman #1, 1996.
Oh,
I'm enjoying this.
that's cool.
Yep. I also got Adam Rick 2 and 3. Already finished off reading them. So, and Spawn Batman.
Oh.
Best book ever.
That's pretty cool.
Spawn Batman is pretty dope.
The ending is the best part.
The only way it could be better is if you had like Spawn and Venom.
Well, proof that Batman is in the Spawn universe. Well, Frank Miller's Batman's in the Spawn universe is the ending when he has the Batarang in his eye. There's a scar on Spawn, like in Spawn comics, from the Batarang still, like in other Spawn comics.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I need to
that?
get more Spawn, but
So
trying to find trades of Spawn.
did you guys watch my latest Spawn review, by the way?
I did.
What did you say? Did you say you need to get trade paperbacks?
What you talking about, Willis?
Nerdy said he needed to get Spawn or something.
Yeah, I need to get more of the trade paperbacks of Spawn. I need to. I'm way behind on Spawn with it. It's like I've seen the movie. I know, sad.
I have some trades. Hit me up about that.
Oh.
He's got him. He's got him because I saw a picture of his room and I was reading all of his books he had on his bookshelf.
I have way too many trades, and most of them are like brand new.
Because I creep like that. Creep.
You are a creeper.
Well, he didn't have a wheelchair, so I had to figure out something.
BMI, what you got?
All right, I got two of them. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Pick up that book. Great art. They're setting up the controllers who are like elders of the universe too, and they're gonna have their own like police force, just like the Green Lanterns, called the Dark Stars, which was a comic book back in the 90s. So definitely check that out. And I want everyone to get X-Men Gold Annual #1. You will thank me.
I will thank you.
When I feel like this is a punishment,
fake
instead
news.
of a reward.
No, right?
Polo
You
wants
are
to read
fake
it.
news.
Polo wants to read it.
No, I felt sick reading the few panels I did.
Polo's too busy rubbing Mr. Miracle #6 all over his like oiled up body.
Slapping his dog up Marta's face.
all 1 inches of her, because that's as big as she was in the entire issue.
Oh. What about you?
What about me?
Yeah.
I think so far of what I've read, I'm going to suggest Venom because it was extremely fun. There was a lot of nostalgia to it. I would say, Cable, but I already talk about Cable a lot anyway, and you already know from the Ron, or it's not Ron, John Malin cover that I'm already going to suggest that because the guy's super cool. I talked to him on Twitter, and he's always really, really nice. But I'm also going to suggest Venom because it's just really cool to look at. I mean, it's got a lot of fun, nostalgic art. Like I was saying, I couldn't place what the art style was. It wasn't 90s. It was like early 2000s, like late 90s art style that he was doing.
You were like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't know what this art is. Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
It's like Neo Rob Liefeld kind of.
Yeah, it's got like really sharp edges to it.
Yeah, but no, he seems cool. I followed him on Twitter, and he posted that picture of somebody posted the picture of the first version of Blink, and then the final version that they edited or whatever. And I posted like a picture of a Taliban guy and then he liked it. I thought that was funny. It was from what's that? The claymation or puppet movie Super America. What's it called again?
Team America.
Oh, Team America.
Team America. Yeah.
Team America Now or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Just clearly just a guy in a turban.
Yeah.
Responding to them covering up the Blink costume, basically Taliban approved.
Hey, something I forgot about earlier, guys, when I picked the Batgirl because she was wheelchair accessible. Good parking, guys. Good parking.
Good parking, yeah.
Like I get to park up close everywhere we go.
You're killing me, man.
And she's gonna have all that technology, so we got like a lift or something and just like shoot her right out of the side of the van. I ain't even gotta worry about it.
Why
She
did
just-
You got a point.
I mean, I thought this through, guys.
You got a point.
I come with a plan. I still
you know
got
that
to
plan
love.
is wrong?
I still got to love Red Sonja. I mean,
I'm choosing not to come up with any imaginative ideas for a wheelchaired woman.
well, you were perfectly okay with a squirrel, so
Hey, she's a squirrel girl.
well, she was until you blew the back of her head out with a Nurkish family suicide gun.
Oh.
Wait, okay, is Nurkina, is that really his sister? Is that really somebody? Or is it just, what the hell?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Polo, yeah, totally.
Polo,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
it is
Totally,
his
man.
sister.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's a real person.
it totally is his sister. Yes. So like, you should DM her and like see if she'll like send you some funny stuff about Nurkish or something. Yep. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So this was good, guys. I think I think this is a good stopping point after we start talking about the handicap accessible areas
Yeah.
and the Nurkish family suicide gun involving bestiality. So, I think that we're gonna wrap it up. Say bye to everybody.
Goodbye.
All right, see you.
Bye, everybody. Hope y'all
Bye.
have
All
fun.
right, guys. Thanks
See ya.
for having
And
me.
like I said, we have the same chat every Thursday. We start doing it at 9 p.m. Central, so that way it would, give everybody time to, do what they're doing. We got different time zone, all that kind of stuff. So, and thanks for coming, Comic Kitty. I don't think you've ever been on here before, but thanks for coming by, and all the other people that I've noticed that are new. So, see you guys later. Bye.
All right. I'm out.
Bye.